Yes. What?
I don't know.
Hmm. Did they fix it to where now
Thor.
the regular doc gets the actual stream chat? I'm gonna do a compare and contrast. Okay. Good. I reckon. I don't fucking know. Oh shit! It didn't even put it in members only. Whatever. I'm testing out a filter, Ray. Yeah, I've got a filter on my OBS that I'm streaming out of that's like being sent out. Just to test to see like how it looks and all that good stuff. So I'll leave it as is. We're playing cough. Playing cough on these fools, bro. Oh. Doesn't look like I'm getting screen tearing. It might be the TikTok shit that was causing all that. You know what I mean? Why has it got to be its own app? Why do they have to make it complicated? You know?
China.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
China.
So yeah, anything with a red hue isn't black and white. But everything that does, it's pretty, I don't know. I think it's interesting. But I'm just testing it out, just to see kind of how it feels and whatnot. Don't blame TikTok. They're going to hunt me down. They're all on the point. This is going to be aggravating as hell. Seriously? Yep, this is going to be aggravating. They've got they've got a terrible team to play against, honestly. It's not members only. No, whenever I started it back up, I meant to swap it to members only. And now that it's live, I'm just going to leave it as is.
Free treat.
Yeah.
Lethal out.
And I spawned on the other side of the map. We got nice kid Bash over here, like holding the wall. I'm just gonna go to New.
That's fine. I'm gonna fuck with him for that. Damn.
And he left. Yeah, I know. They're just doing the thing, you know.
Ill control.
Oh, they're back here. All of them. I was going to block it off.
Ill
It didn't
control.
work out.
I'm wounded.
Oh, he's an
Block
Xbox
out
player.
there.
That makes sense. Okay. So he's got aimbot.
Lethal. I'm wounded.
7 damage. I threw the Simtex behind her,
It
and I
was at her
got seven
feet.
seven damage.
She was standing on it, dog.
Yeah.
I saw that.
Contract's a bust.
I'm not
Let's
doing
head
it.
home.
I'm not
I
playing.
saw that. She was standing on it.
I'm not playing against a bunch of thirsty idiots that we're already playing at a disadvantage, and we're playing against an aimbot basically. No, I'm good. What? Yeah.
King of the hill.
King of yeah.
Dum, 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 dum. Demarcus, Demetrius, Debetheus.
You think it's like a conjoined twin scenario? Could you imagine? Oh my god.
Conjoined triplets.
Yeah. That would be ridiculous. You have one that controls the left half, one that controls the right half of the controller, and then one that like controls the buttons and stuff. That would take some super coordination. Some insane coordination.
Yeah.
But I'd be here for it. I would be here for it.
Everyone know the plan?
Control the hill to gain points.
You get people like if they play mouse and keyboard, that would be insane as well.
Lethal out!
Hill controlled.
That dude's name is so long that it's throwing his health bar off. That is wild. I've never seen that before.
Somebody help me up!
Lethal out!
Oh, we're ghost peeking? Is that what we're doing here?
Hill controlled.
I gotta be honest. I lost count.
There's several up top.
Can't catch me.
Scorch is coming this side. I don't know why, but she is.
Lethal out!
Hill controlled.
Anyone had to get hurt. You're so slow.
Hill controlled.
What happened? My computer crashed. I think it's the TikTok program. Because you have to run TikTok in a separate program than OBS to be able to use it. And I honestly think that that's what's causing it, because if I just run OBS as normal, it doesn't happen. So I'm probably going to stop streaming on TikTok, because like if it's going to crash randomly, then what's the point? What up, Happy? How you doing? Oh, that's nice. Glad you can get a snapshot on someone that's buying stuff in the shop.
Get me up. I'm not done yet. Hill control. Hill control.
Okay.
Thought we were gonna lag out there.
I know, it went on for way too long. There's another one on balcony. I hear another one out there running up. What? What are the odds?
I never doubted you for a second.
That thing like
Yeah.
got red, got white, and then got red again.
I
was
know, it's like,
"Ah."
what? Doing all right, you know. Wait until
Lagging
Yep.
Switch match point. Let's get it.
Wait until everybody gets online, then we're gonna do some foreplay action up in here. We got some good stuff to
Up and
talk
hurt,
about.
up and hurt.
It's gonna be great.
Control the hill to gain points.
I'm still getting some screen tearing. I've got to figure that out. I don't know. We lagging out? Yep, we are.
Network disconnect. Yep.
Come on, guys. Can we give it up for the Rogue Company servers real quick? Can we please?
Evil Mojo. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Whatever. It be what it be. But yeah, we hanging in there, you know. Just chilling. Doing the thing. Please don't be battle zone. Network
King of the
disconnect
hill.
company. You already know, Tally. You already. It is indeed. I'm playing Choco. I think I'm gonna go Squirt.
Rad!
M. Dossman, B. Dossman. Okay. I wonder if they're playing together. Yeah, I think tonight, whenever I get through streaming, I'm going to try to see if there is
no
a
chance against us.
update for my graphics. And if there is, I'm going to try to do that over here on my streaming to see maybe if that'll fix the Like the screen tearing is like right in the center of the screen pretty much.
Control the hill. To
What's
get
going
to
on,
point.
Sadie? How you doing? Hope everything's going well. Might have to fix me another cup of coffee.
Hill controlled.
I know, glitch. What that fool? Brother. How come I've got... Because I didn't put it on members only whenever I went live again. I forgot about it. So. That be why.
Hill controlled. Hill controlled.
Why am I getting input lag?
Hill controlled.
They're all spawning back there where I spawned out. It's like that color blue. I've got a filter on my OBS. Let me guess.
I'm not done yet.
Why did they put a hole in that fucking roof?
I don't know. My GPU crashed, yes. I'm pretty sure it has to do with TikTok.
Hill controlled.
Good, move out.
Oh right. So only yeah. Only you guys can see it. It's on my stream output OBS filter. Is your so I'm gonna try to update the drivers. What it is it's I was streaming on TikTok. So what's happening? Are we seriously body blocking for this fool?
Oh, we're using shotguns.
She's been using a shotgun, I think.
Oh. Well.
Stop me.
Let's go.
Need a light.
Jump
I'm gonna. I don't know if my drivers is what's causing the screen tearing issues. But I'm gonna update them here in just a second, or not in just a second, but here after the stream and see if that fixes anything. I'm out of ammo.
Hill controlled.
underneath.
I've got several in front of me.
He's one tap right here.
I died.
They wasn't helping me out. They were just watching the door.
It's I'm pretty sure it's the TikTok thing. Because if I don't stream on TikTok, then it's fine. Really? Really?
Sudden death. Don't leave the hill.
They've got this shit locked down so tight. There's two outside the thing. I'm gonna, there we go. And then we lag. I don't know what's happening with the servers tonight.
Last round. And strong.
I don't know much about live streaming, but I don't think streaming in multiple platforms applies more pressure than it does. All right, so the way that it works, Sadie, is for TikTok, you have to install their proprietary version of like OBS. It's called TikTok Live Creator or something like that. And basically, you're splitting your GPU and CPU between two different instances of OBS. Now, if I was able to stream from OBS to TikTok, then it wouldn't be that bad because it would just be basically splitting the encoder. You would get some performance issues, but it wouldn't be like the craziest thing in the world. If you adjusted everything correctly, but
Need a light.
I know they're up here, bro. That's so idiotic. It's TikTok. I can stream on TikTok through OBS, but what I have to do is set up a vertical canvas for it. There's somebody coming down staircase. I have to set up another, almost like another instance to do it. All right, he dropped down. I'm behind the wall, but it's fine. So yeah, that's basically what it does. Is it splits the stuff, and what it is my I'm green screening, which is like a GPU failure whenever it green screens. So I could set it up to where I could stream it that way on Twitch, which I may try that and see how that goes. A few streamers who did all that dual streaming mumbo jumbo and stuff, and they didn't have much lag or whatever. But yeah, but they also have better speeds and better PCs too.
But yeah, they've got like
Hill controlled.
way better PCs.
Yeah, like they're streaming
Sponsors.
PC. Yeah, sponsors. Yeah.
Yeah, when you make all your money off of that, you're definitely gonna have like a $10,000 PC.
They're coming this way.
Fuck you, bitch! Damn it.
Hill controlled. Lethal out. Utility out. Hill controlled.
So, you know, it is what it is. Like, I mean, my thing is like, if I can't do that, and if I might try to stream it on that vertical display and just stream it that way, and then put a note in there that I'm streaming on TikTok or YouTube as well. And if that doesn't work, then I just won't do it.
Hill controlled.
Hiya.
Another contract in the bag. Playing fun, you're gonna get burned. Shoot ahead.
was at a computer store and they were like 900 euro or what pound, whatever, for a PC with no SSD, 8 gigs of RAM, and 6. Yeah, but that's in store purchase, right? Which you can almost bare bones it and build it out. I mean, it's not anything crazy.
Probably cheaper just to do it that way.
Yeah.
Definitely cheaper to build it yourself.
Yeah. You're coming through game audio. BT dubs.
Deal with it.
Bad. I could probably build that same PC for like 500 less. You could probably build it for
500.
Let's see.
I mean, you got to buy the parts.
No SSD, 8 gigs of RAM, and a 1650. So you got to think the processor. Yeah, probably 400 or 500.
I mean, you got to get a case. You got to have a power supply.
Yeah.
You know. I mean, SSDs are cheap now, dude. You get a terabyte Western Digital SSD at Walmart for $50.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, those used to be 200, 300.
Yeah. It was
Crazy
like
how much they've come down.
13,500 or something. Why would they put, that's like not this newest generation of Intel, but the last generation, right? Why would they put a 1650 in there with that? But here's the thing though, this is what I have noticed. With AMD's most recent update to their stuff. It's they're finally getting to that point to where like they're plateauing on what they can do, so they're having to innovate with what they have already, which is like the best place in my opinion for like GPUs and CPUs to be at, because it's like we can only run this shit so fast without putting it in oil, you know what I mean, or something like that. So like,
well, now they're making it work together with the processor. It's
yeah,
like, hey, that's a good idea.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
King of the hill.
And what's crazy is like, I know that this isn't like this is something that they used to do back in the day, but it's like, why don't you sell something that you can slot into the PCIe and it's just a chip that handles all of your encoding? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like I would pay like $250 for that if it handled all the encoding that you needed to be able to like record and do all that kind of stuff. Like that would be worth it.
Isn't the
Better.
I
Way better.
can't remember I've got one of those little recorders. What's that?
The
HD60.
yes, the
What's
Elgato.
that line of Elgato? They sell one you can slot in your computer.
The
Like a dual.
Yeah.
The capture card.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
Expensive though.
I know, right? So I'm running into another PC. Like I'm playing on this one, and I'm running into another one that's putting the stream out. And like I bought like a USB dongle thing, you know, to run my HDMI into. But if I buy something from Elgato that does that, then it should have a built-in encoder. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
They'll get better.
They will. And when they drop it, it'll be like $800, and then everybody will start doing it. You know what I mean? GPU, like 165, 200 for the CPU. Then you got to buy a motherboard. Ace.
Wow.
Are we?
Laying over there.
We're seriously playing shotguns again? Okay, god damn, dude. Can we fucking quit? Alright.
Just one time, that's all I ask.
And we're playing, are we playing ranked? Did we just load into a ranked match?
Basically.
Double shot. Wait. Double shotgun. Is the Scorch running a shotgun?
Hill controlled.
I'm not getting hit registration. Cool.
Assistance required.
So the Scorch is not.
He's a bullet. Oh, here she comes.
Sprained my ankle.
I have 0 downs.
Assistance required.
Why did you step it
This
up?
aren't ya?
I'm trying. I keep getting freaking arbitrated and mamba'd.
Lethal out.
You fucking asshole.
This aren't ya?
There, I got a couple of downs, but we're about to move. Yeah, give me this freaking arbitrator. See what this smell like.
Nervous, aren't ya?
Blown assistance.
That's all I ask.
Hill controlled.
Buffer. Better.
They're gonna lock
They're
this
gonna go to
next.
the other one.
Yeah, that it's gonna be so fucking locked down, dude.
Assistance required.
I sprained my ankle.
Yeah.
Assistance
Shotgun
required.
running around in there.
It's broken.
Is there just a King of the Hill you anymore?
No, there's not.
So this is the only way you can play King of the Hill?
Hill controlled.
This aren't ya?
As soon as
That's
we
how
get
you
it,
end
here
up
they
trying
come.
hard to quick play. It's people who like to play King of the Hill.
This aren't ya?
Hill controlled.
One time, that's all I ask.
Lethal out.
They're coming behind. They're coming over this way.
Set in that. Don't leave the hill.
Over what way?
This aren't ya?
Can't get around the corner.
Bigger.
I'm
Buffer.
safe.
Better.
Hold your weight.
I still look good.
See up top.
They're right here.
Enemy spotted.
Up top. Oh god.
Right here.
God damn it, the sudden death.
We've got to get 4 more points.
Here they are.
We basically got to win.
Got the objective. Nice job, team.
We had to get the winning amount to finish it.
Yeah. Genos isn't a good solo healer? Yes, Kyle, I know. What is victory? Did they surrender?
It's
Yeah.
pretty apparent. Nobody does it better.
I mean, hey.
I'll do it.
What just happened? Nobody left the game.
No, that's weird.
What the hell was that? Tony, what are we doing?
Tony!
I'll do it.
I don't even know. Did we just play 2 rounds and me just like black out through one of them?
No, it was one.
There's one.
I think they surrendered.
Nobody left.
It didn't say,
Yeah.
but they did. Strange.
I'm so confused. I feel like I just accidentally shoplifted. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You know that accidental shoplifting feel? Where you're like talking to somebody and you put something in your pocket on. Yeah, or you got the case of water underneath the buggy and you don't think about scanning it.
Because you got to fight that final boss at the door. Did you see that?
I saw that.
The final boss.
Did, yeah.
It was like,
That shit was
what they're
hilarious.
wearing
Oh my
rings
God.
on every finger.
He's living his fucking best life. Nate?
I always buy a lot of water when I go, so they always check my receipt because I'll get like 5 cases of water.
Yeah. They're like, oh, you stocking up? You're like Kevin Bacon.
Every
in that
time I
movie.
go in there, dude.
I mean,
I mean, there's like
I'm getting
16
the week's
cases
worth,
of water
dude.
here. Well, I just don't want them to. I don't want to run out of the kind of water that I like to drink.
Yeah. I get it.
That's only one. That's why.
Yeah. No, I understand
I
that.
It's
understand.
not for anything bad that might happen.
Impending doom or anything.
Yeah. It's just a lot of canned soups too. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, those never go bad, right? So,
Even when they do, they say you can still eat it as long as it's not like swelled up.
yeah.
It's safe to eat.
Dude, we made some fried chicken last night with some Hooters bread and stuff. You know, like the flour or whatever, the Hooters
Yeah.
brand. We've had it since 2018.
Oh,
Fine.
the bread. And,
Yeah.
yeah, that's.
I mean, it's fine. Marina's like, let's give
If
some
we
to
ever get deep
asbestos.
into the apocalypse, there's a pretty good chance I'd kill a person over a can of chicken noodle
man.
soup.
I mean, if that's
We'll be. What's that fucking fish
Especially if
people
it's
eat where the
chunky.
cans all swelled up? And they like
Oh,
gag and shit when they eat it. I mean, you'd be happy to get
Oh,
some of
that-
that if we was in an apocalypse.
I can't remember what it's called, but it's fermented shark.
Ugh.
yeah,
Yeah.
Shark is already like bad for you.
yeah, it tastes good.
Yeah, the only way to eat it is to like boil it down in soup apparently.
I've tried some grilled
Toxic
shark
to humans.
on the cruise
Ooh.
ship.
Oh, Junior brought some and grilled it on the grill one day, and I did not want to try it. Smelled
Yeah, it's bad for you.
fishier than anything I'd ever smelled.
Like we're not meant to eat shark,
Nah,
but they do it anyway.
but I would if I had to.
Yeah.
Sure. It's like,
I mean, well, that's where most of it started, is like people starving, and then they try it, and they're like, okay.
Yeah. Oh, this didn't kill Joe Bob that ate it yesterday? Bet. Because you know you got that one guy. Let's have this one
yeah.
guy eat this to see what happens.
They sent him out. See what that berry does. And he's like, it's delicious. And then 5 minutes later, he's foaming at the mouth. Like, do not eat berry.
Yeah, they draw a picture of it real quick.
Yeah. Do
turns
not
out he was
eat.
just allergic to shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
It was a cranberry, and we didn't eat it for 10,000 years because one dude was allergic.
Oh, they said that they're lacing weed with fentanyl now and selling it. I was like, no, that's not cool.
Yeah, that's gonna be really bad. That's gonna be really bad.
Control the hill to gain points.
But yeah, Genos is not a good solo healer. He is the worst support in the game by far.
I've seen some of them have some pretty high healing.
That's because they put it, they leave it on the tank that has rejuvenate, and they just stack numbers on it.
Choking
Okay. So I can't bring that gun to that gunfight. We're gonna try the Rippy. We're gonna try to Rippy with a Rippy tie.
Be a good patient and suck it up.
He's almost dead. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, I'm over like, what the fuck's happening?
I don't know where they spawn.
Over here.
All right, cannon's going through warehouse.
Yep.
Alan's on top of the truck over here.
Oh, it's moved.
Choking
Hill controlled.
Straight punched his ass.
I ran out of bullets. Over here.
What did you need?
Other way.
They're pushing. Yeah, there's two on that side. One on the right.
Damn.
That's all high-res games. I'm convinced that that's almost every single game ever, to be honest.
Every time you pull that shit out, you get killed.
Hill controlled.
Oh.
Glad I have your attention.
They got him up there. Well, he's still behind us.
Hill controlled.
Two on the statue.
Name a game with good matchmaking?
COD.
The matchmaking back in the day wasn't terrible.
No.
It wasn't great, but it wasn't terrible. But it was self-contained.
Lethal out.
Like the Halo matchmaking. It wasn't great. It wasn't perfect. Seriously? I didn't get the kill on that guy?
He's literally him.
He
Nice
okay.
cool breeze, and he just fell over.
Oh, he's got padded steps. Bet.
Control.
Surprised the melees haven't came out yet. Jesus. Garbo. What up, man? There's one in the top of the house.
I'm trying to fucking. My shots are connected. I'm getting surrounded.
I'm coming. I'm coming.
Hill controlled. Sudden death. Don't leave the hill.
Fuck.
Really?
Picking up right here.
Really?
And there's another one on the steps. Trying to stay on
Hold
it.
her down.
He's one shot. He's one shot. Clear him. I think we get it.
We got the objective. Nice job, team.
Nowadays, everything is in shambles, which is crazy because they open it up to crossplay. But like the matchmaking's in the worst. I think it's in the worst state that it's ever been in because of, to a degree, because of that though. Because it's like now everybody has the ability to, like,
Control the
I
hill
mean,
to
this
gain
is-
points.
well, not that, but like, but like have a resource to be able to check the statistics of everybody. So it's more in your face now than it's ever been, as far as like how they are, how they're doing, what kind of a player they are, all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean?
Out the window.
Like back in the day, it was like a one-off. You never knew what anybody's stats were unless you asked them, so you didn't really know.
I'm over here on the.
Hill controlled.
You motherfucker.
There's two coming in the warehouse here.
Hill controlled.
They're picking him up right there.
Yeah, the hill's about to rotate. We're gonna spawn on you. Yeah, we
Fine.
spawned on it.
Let him fight it, yeah.
Lethal out.
Hill controlled.
Need help.
Choking hazard.
Did they close that door?
I didn't.
Oh.
Utility out.
Motherfucker.
Dumb bitch.
Lethal out.
The spray is here to stay.
All right, Cannon. Spray is here to stay, apparently.
Nice work, team. Checks in the mail.
Jeez.
Really?
Now they surrendered, right? Yeah.
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 Gonna be a busy night at the morgue.
Really?
This shark on salts and MRG the killer are the ones I blocked earlier. They were playing two flashbang characters and it was 3v4. They kept flashing us and meleeing us.
They ain't gonna win.
So sick of playing frontline. These little 5-year-olds needs to play level 0 Victor that badly. See, that's the hard part of that situation. It's like you want to put something in the game that allows it easy access for players, right? Like a good onboarding process. But the restrictions also come with that. Garbo, you want to play one or two?
What are y'all playing?
We're on Rogue.
Rogue.
Thank you for the unison, guys.
Did it come through like that?
Yeah, I just heard roll.
I actually said it first.
I didn't say anything.
Well, you and Corey and Griffin did.
We
I think I'm on
synchronized it.
delay for you.
And like I've noticed, like that sometimes my voice is delayed sometimes. So
Yeah.
Did you forget about Simeon?
Oh my God! No. How could I ever forget about a Simeon?
I forgot I put that on there. I just looked down and saw it said Simeon. I was like, oh.
I never forget about a Simeon, dude.
He's still calling if you go
Yeah.
in there. Like,
He ain't aged today. But
I
he's
did
still,
like 3 jobs for him and was like, you don't pay enough.
yeah. And he's like, come on, it's a
Did you
Simeon.
forget about Simeon?
He would always call the wrong times too. You'd be like in a cop chase. Like,
Yeah, yeah, right.
you got 5 stars.
Yeah.
Did
Like,
you forget
bro.
about the Simeon?
Well, that's it. He saw you on the news and he's like, I know that guy. Let me call
We're
him real
busy
quick.
right now, Simeon.
Yeah.
I'm in a stolen car, you know?
Forget about the Simeon.
I did the same thing every time. I would just go, on the freeway, there was a hole in the wall.
Yeah.
And you could pull in there and hide. And they would never come in there. Like,
They were
you got the
afraid.
damn army chasing you.
Yeah.
And go in there and ink.
Drop ink.
Mm-hmm.
Drop ink, dude.
Out here dropping ink, dude.
We gotta kill that ghost ship next time we get in there.
Hey, we gonna drop ink in the ship.
Throw the anchor at him.
It'd be cool. You know how you can get up beside them and throw the hooks out there and reel them in whenever like you catch them like a Pokemon.
Yeah.
It's basically
Yeah.
what it's like.
Or a pal.
Yeah, yeah. If they had it to where like if you have 2 ships, like 2 player ships that do it, you have like a tug of war over that one ship. Turns into a quick time event.
Rip it in half.
Oh my God, you get half the loot, I get the other half. All the loot was on your side of the boat.
Hulkamania!
Please don't be battle. Please.
It's like breaking the wishbone.
Welcome to Battle Zone.
What'd you have, kid?
Eliminate and survive.
Dude, we've played this map like 6 times tonight, dude.
No shit, dude. Yeah.
I haven't.
Me neither.
We have.
You won't be prepared for me.
No, Dirt said he hadn't either. Come on, man.
We,
But you know what?
Griffin and
I'll
I.
do it. I'll do it.
I'll do it.
Guess it don't matter. I'm just gonna play whoever the fuck I want.
I'll do it. Welcome back, Javi. I'll do it.
Took me forever to find that. It was very early episodes.
Yeah.
Your engineers are
You got to get the I make a movie Mel Gibson. You got to get that on there, dude.
Who was it that said that?
Tracy Morgan.
I mean, it was somebody pretending to be him.
No, yeah, who was that?
Yeah.
Starting zone
I
three.
make a movie with Mel Gibson. I can't remember who it was. Smoking Escobar.
305. Y'all got dental? We're gonna have to strike in September.
Zone moving in 10 seconds. Warning. Zone closing. You need to get moving.
You tried, Chug. You tried.
I hear someone behind us.
We're up top. Oh no.
I was just a little too late.
No, you're fine. I was not expecting him right there.
It was just Yahoo.
You're a
Zone
cat.
closing.
He's right in front of me.
Enemies have been wiped out. Nicely done.
You watched that episode of True Detective, Dirt?
I'm afraid I can't do that.
I mean,
What an ending.
yeah, right.
But I'm over here like, into the fucking cave.
Yeah.
I think just one more episode.
Yep.
How
Like,
did it come out early? That's what I want to know.
Did it air in like Australia or
It
something?
was out yesterday.
Zone timer started.
I just waited because I wanted to get the right one.
Somebody leaked it.
Yeah.
I mean, this episode,
Good
was
episode.
better. Yeah.
Yeah. That ending was just, whoa.
Yeah, I
Didn't
wasn't.
see that shit coming.
Well, whenever dude showed up, I was like, all right,
Yeah, I knew that. I just didn't know
that it was going to be like that.
how that was going to play out.
Yeah.
Happy it played out the way it did.
Zone moving in 10 seconds.
Okay. Running in place.
What the fuck?
Warning. Zone closing.
You fucking bitch.
Go here.
I like how
Okay.
you shotgun the hell out of her.
Lethal out.
Oh,
I think
they're
Glitch.
healing. Yeah, he just got him up right in front of him.
Remember me?
All enemies have been eliminated.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, I felt the same way. Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Well, this one, a little bit, but
Yeah.
so he was in on it,
Yep.
and we talked about that early on.
Yeah. So he's the one, he found out about the murder suicide, right? He's the one who told the ninth doctor, right?
I think so.
Weapon
Okay.
crates have
Or,
spawned.
you know, he may have known.
Eccleston?
Mm-hmm. He's in it, yeah.
I mean, when they did the forensics, they would have known. First
Yeah.
one was left-handed. Shot, you know. Also, the way they made it seem was that he didn't hit the woman. Well,
Yeah.
He did.
Well, there was
He
a
went back on it.
there was a lot of stuff that they were trying to cover up because they said they deleted a lot of those things out of the file. They deleted a lot of those pictures and then flipped the
Warning. Zone closing.
Yeah.
pictures around so that it looked like it was right hand. That was them that did
my
that,
God.
though, right? I just
I think.
Harbo.
I just know he was threatening them. You know, like, hey, if you don't shut this down,
All
we for
enemies
real?
have been eliminated.
did you kill him with a flashbang?
I killed him with fire.
Oh,
Switch last
He
round.
put himself in a
Strong.
little shield circle,
Little
so I
bubble
burned
boy.
him out.
Little bubble
Mhm.
boy.
I'm watching.
Yeah.
Don't get your money.
You're watching the stream, Happy, or are you watching True Detective? Because if you are, we're not
That's a
going to
movie
talk
I
about
haven't
it.
seen in forever.
Bubble Boy.
New
Yeah.
weapon crates have spawned.
It's like early
Bro,
Jake
like 15,
Gyllenhaal.
16 times. Yeah, dude.
That's after he saw the
That's a good
rabbit, though,
movie.
dude.
Yeah.
It was, yeah.
Yeah, after he saw Frank.
After Donnie Darko.
He's like, I got to get in the bubble. Frank messed me up.
That episode was wild. I can't wait for the next one.
Yeah. What are they going
I
to,
want to
like,
see what's in the cave, you know?
Zone moving
Yeah.
in 10 seconds.
I have a gun. I'm not going to hit that.
right.
I doubt.
Warning. Zone closing.
Bad again. How many people you got over there?
2 of them.
I'm going to go back towards our
Three.
spawn. And just kind of like lock this shit down a bit here.
Oh, I guess they're dead there.
They're in the
Zone
warehouse.
closing.
Behind me. Other one.
Another contract in the bag.
I'll do it.
No cause for celebration.
We went to another parade. Runny nose, cough, you know. I'll do it. His name was Boogie.
He was like, all I did was move the body.
Yeah.
And when he started, I was like,
Yeah. Whenever the kid came in there, I was like, oh, there's only
Oh,
one way
yeah.
that this is ending. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, and he's like, he wants to be a good cop.
Yeah.
And knowing, you know, what his old man did,
Yeah.
I don't think he liked that too much.
Yeah.
But that's why he was hiding those files.
Oh, yeah. He didn't want him to dig that shit up anymore. I'll do it. Some cold water should do the trick with runny nose. How cold? Ice cold. Cake by the ocean. Drink some cold water
It's
after a
cooler than
hot
being
bath.
cold. All right.
Yeah, I was I mean this episode was an hour and 3 minutes long.
Yeah,
Was that him was that really him singing that song?
it was.
Not
I
bad.
tried to Shazam it, and it couldn't find
Ah,
a title. So like, he was really singing that.
that's not bad. He's got a
Not
good
bad.
voice. Yeah.
It's almost really mysterious too.
Yeah, it was ominous, you know.
He started out with like, "There's no God."
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, all right, bet.
He's like, we gave you the money. He's like, the money's gone. I gave it all to Natalie
Yeah.
in Russia or wherever she was
I
at.
like how they're just not going to touch on that.
No, like it's
just happened.
done.
It's like-
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking honeypotted.
Or what if you find out like she's some kind of undercover something that's like, you know, there's, I don't know. It was Russ the whole time. Could you imagine? Yeah. I need
Like,
some
cool, if you
money.
did.
Yeah.
Oh, you jealous?
Yeah, gotta wait a week.
Which is a bump. They should have just released them
I
back to
know.
back. If each one would have been an hour and a half long, I'd have watched them back to back tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, there's some things that were answered, but not enough.
I watched it as soon as I told y'all that it was out.
Yeah.
I went over to my grandfather's. I was like, I got an episode of The Masters of Air. By the way, great show.
That's the one with Elvis in it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Yeah, it's also got the dude from Saltburn.
The main
He's
guy?
in it. Yeah.
Nice.
He's not dancing to that song, but
Oh, he's not cock out?
nah. But it's like 1940s.
Ah.
They're going over there and bombing places, and like it's hell.
Yeah.
They pretty much tell them, they're like, yeah, it's a suicide mission every time you go over there. It's so many people die. But we bomb during the day. That's
Right.
the difference in us and the Brits. They bomb at night because it's safer.
Ah.
But
Yeah.
we bomb during the day because you can hit your target.
Fucking reburn,
Good show though. It's kind of like
The Pacific,
yeah.
but in
Band of
the
Brothers.
air.
It's got that kind of budget behind it.
What's it called?
Masters of the Air. I got it up.
We've destroyed the enemy force. Nice work. Objective secured.
It gets intense.
Do they do dogfighting stuff?
Oh yeah, it's
I like some dogfighting action.
well in these planes that they use. I think they're like B-17s,
yeah.
B-7s, and it's like a tank in the air.
Mm,
It's got like 12 guns hanging off of it.
Jesus.
They do this thing where they call flak.
Yeah.
When they first come in, everybody starts shooting it up, and it's just like bombs just everywhere, and you're trying to ride through it. And
I'm revealed.
wow.
I was expecting the Lancer to like flank.
Oh, nice, nice. All right, they got some shots.
Dude, I cannot prevent myself from getting shot right here. They're reviving.
They healing
upstairs.
upstairs.
Yep.
I'll go for a week. Another one up top.
Enemies have been wiped out. Nicely done.
Instructions unclear. I got a frostbite and COVID. Damn. It's a double assault.
What's up with the flashbacks? Either chick
Yeah.
on the ice? What's
Yeah.
going on there? Why are we still?
I think
how do we answer this.
she's just freaking out.
Tripping.
Well, I was hoping that whenever she buried her sister that it would like clear away, you know, yeah, clear her out a little bit, but no. And then that kid
Seeing
pointing
that
at her.
truck turned over.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, what happened then? How did Danvers' kid die?
Oh,
Danvers
yeah.
husband. What happened there? Nah, gone.
I missed him. Too many shots there. Waste way too many napkins. Yeah, it doesn't work too many times, buddy.
She's getting her up.
Alice is flanking.
Enemies have been wiped out.
I'm trying to filter Nugget. It's only picking up red. So everything's in black and white except for red. So. Yeah, on the stream I've got a filter on in OBS on the streaming computer where everything is in black and white except for their skin tone and red. It looks pretty cool. Changed my crosshair color to red so that it would kind of, you know. And like, I'm in color, but behind me is in black and white.
I can't picture this. hear what you're saying.
All opponents eliminated.
Leaving.
Great work, team.
I thought I
Yeah,
also
Captured the objective.
thought I was going blind earlier. Making sure I wasn't going blind or something. No.
Last
Having
round.
a
Stay
stroke.
strong.
Yeah. No, it's not like that. It's you know. Like it picks up red and like hints of red, so lights and stuff it picks up. It's kind of cool looking. What should we play Lockdown? I wonder how that would
I
work.
see it.
It's cool, right?
Yeah, it is kind of cool.
I'm just trying it on.
How?
You jumped off the
Right
map.
off the map.
Thought you did some color enhancing. I turned the saturation up a little bit. Not much, but just a little bit.
Flowers for me.
So if I cut the filter off, this is what it looks like. Saturation cut up just a bit. Yeah.
The saturation makes it pop.
Yeah, it does. Right. So this is what it looks like. It just gives everything kind of like a... I just turned it up just a little bit, you know? All right, I'm going to do one more.
Can we play demo?
Yes.
A little demo
Yes.
action.
Absolutely.
Trying to get pissed.
Oh, yeah. Before we go into it, it's like, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I do like the black and white background behind me, though. That's really cool.
Yeah, it did look cool. Got a little Sin City going on.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Oh, my God.
I didn't like that movie.
You like it?
Nah.
Was it just the way it was
Guess
shot,
that
or
was the coolest thing about it? I don't know. Which I watched it when it came out when I was like, what,
I haven't
16?
seen it in a long time.
Yeah.
I need to.
But it just didn't capture
Pull
my
that.
attention at all.
I remember the story kind of. Candy, what was her name? The one girl that looked like. I remember Mickey Rourke.
Was
like,
it-
oh, just a beat a piece of meat.
It wasn't Candy Cane. That was the Joyride.
Joyride.
Yeah.
It was something. You know, like a chick name.
Yeah. Yeah, so I was live earlier with members only, but my computer crashed, so I restarted it and I forgot to put it in members only, so I just said screw it. We're rolling with it as is. But yeah, we're squatted up, Elric. We're doing the thing.
Squad.
Squall.
But
That's a squad.
I didn't mind. I watched Sin City a lot whenever it dropped. That to me is like is kind of like the
Comic book movie.
yeah, the definitive
Yeah.
because it looks panel for panel. You know what I mean? Like they did a good job at translating the look, the aesthetic, the feel of the books over into live action.
Goldie.
Yeah, that was her name, Goldie. Yeah.
Goldie. Had Clive Owen.
Clive
Bruce
Owen-
Willis.
Yeah. Bruce Willis was in that Yellow Bastard story where he was in jail for like 20
Didn't
years.
Tarantino work on that?
Yeah. He directed a couple of segments because it was
It was
like
Robert
three.
Rodriguez.
Yeah,
Frank
it was
Miller.
3 or 4 different stories they kind of stitched together into a
Mhm.
movie. Yeah. I think he directed the Clive Owen story.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick it up because I don't think I've seen the recut extended unrated version.
I bought that when it came out on DVD. I actually have it on the shelf in there, and it came with each. They released 3 or 4 different versions, and each version of it had a different trade paperback in it.
Mm.
Yeah.
Frank Miller. He was like,
I'll do it.
I'm doing it.
I'll do it. Ray Ying, Saris, Level 0, Kasumi, close application. Well, I mean,
New people playing with a maxed out character.
we got Garbo's mortal enemy on the other team, Trash
Who is it?
Bandit.
Oh, God.
There can only be one, dude.
Hey, that's Trash Bandit 325 to you, mister.
I never see you play Lancer. Back in the day, let me tell you something, Alric. Back in the day, whenever we would play demo and whenever you would pick characters at halftime, if we were going against a Lancer main that was like trying to be something,
You go Lancer shotgun.
yeah, I'd go Lancer shotgun and just rain hell.
I remember the band though when you were like, that character's so broken, I'm not gonna play it.
Yeah, and I didn't for like a year.
It was a long time. You finally crossed that picket line.
Whenever we were going up against one every match.
Where are they?
I feel like you did it when the speed and toughness came back.
Yeah, because it made her more like a glass cannon.
I don't see nothing on A.
Name. I don't even hear nothing. Oh, I see somebody.
something.
Jumping the
Yeah,
wall.
they're new people.
We got bombing in there.
Bomb spotted.
I'll be taking his gun. You don't need it.
Assistance required.
Enemies
What was that?
That's what I like to see.
Wasn't Bruce Willis in Fifth Element? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like to hit a lot.
Why do you say it like that, Griffin? You got a problem with Fifth Element?
No, dude, it's a
You don't
great
like Fifth Element?
sci-fi.
Okay.
It's just the way you were saying it. You're like,
Yeah.
yeah, he was like, you say that very disappointedly.
Like, I really like that movie.
Yeah.
Dude, that was a
Mila
ridiculous
Jovovich.
role.
Oh my god, she's
Dude.
so hot in that movie.
Yeah. Lilu.
So hard.
He used to have a Fifth Element t-shirt, dude.
And that Future Taxi?
Oh my god.
Yeah,
How cool is
yeah.
that thing?
Where are they?
I'm gonna end up watching it.
Yeah.
It's been a while, yeah.
Gotcha.
It has been a
I see
while.
one back A. We'll go watch over the hill. There's two in the middle.
Not
On
today.
the statue thing in the middle of the fountain.
Bomb spotted.
See that one back A?
On the wall.
Enemies
Gotta reload.
eliminated.
Wasn't Dirt in Fifth Element? Yeah, he played Gary Oldman's role.
I prefer Drexel.
Okay, I got
Maybe
you.
I am, and maybe I'm
Yeah.
not.
What
Wrexham.
Who are you?
Dude, 90s sci-fi, like Fifth Element, Stargate, all that stuff was such a
Judge Dredd.
great...
I love
Yeah,
Stargate.
dude.
Oh my god.
What was that other movie where they were Future Man? What was it?
Time
Oh, it
Cop?
had Sylvester Stallone.
Oh, Demolition Man.
Demolition Man.
Yeah.
That's it. Wipe your ass with some fucking seashells. I think that was in Judge Dredd, but
Bomb spotted.
That was Demolition Man.
it was okay.
Because
yeah.
him and Sandra Bullock, they kept
Had sex
finding
with the
him.
helmets.
Yeah.
I'm not done yet.
Cowards die
eliminated.
many times before their death.
Hurry. There is much work to be done.
Seashells, which they used to do.
They were talking about doing a spiritual or a legacy sequel to Demolition Man. But I don't know if it ever got off the ground.
I think there was a movie with Kevin Costner where they thought him out, right? A movie with him where he was like a soldier that was
It was it Dennis Quaid? And
Maybe.
and it was the one where they were on that ship and he was going crazy.
Gotcha.
And-
Sci-fi.
Pandemonium? I don't remember.
I know what you're talking about.
Enemies eliminated. That's what I like to see.
What's going on, Velly?
Wasn't that one?
You doing the round 2 of the birthday celebrations tonight? I would love it if they bring in the Deadpool movie, if they bring Wesley Snipes back as Blade.
That's
Been-
Blade.
Did you see the
Oh
teaser
my
for the
god,
trailer?
dude! I
No.
would lose it.
Trailer drops tomorrow to the Super Bowl. But they had a teaser.
I can't wait.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
I can't wait.
When's that come out?
Where are they?
March,
May
I
or some
think.
shit?
Either March or April.
Oh, sooner. Fuck yeah, dude.
Can't remember which one.
He can get it to line up. There we go.
I don't see it yet. What is this?
Arnold was in Total Recall. Get your ass to Mars.
Play!
Yeah. What was it? Guado? Was that the?
Guado.
Yeah. Yeah. Guado. Yeah.
The
That's a-
Quado.
That was a great movie.
Dude, there's a whole episode in the newest season of Rick and Morty
Let's get it.
where Morty and Summer have some kind of accident that causes Morty to be her Quado. And they end up. Yeah. And, yeah, they end up finding like a whole club full of Quados, and they like go party with them and shit. All Morty can say is, "Open your mind."
Yeah, the whole episode.
Yeah, I'm trying to filter out Billy. Just kind of see how it looks, you know. Trying to get the feel of it. I'm trying to do a noir stream.
No.
Where are they?
Let's show them how to do a push.
Gotcha.
That's what
They're
she
not
said.
here.
All right, push.
One left.
You thought you were a match for me.
Take that, Trash Panda.
Don't let them disarm it.
Get his trash ass out of here. I'm gonna dance.
Wasn't Adam Sandler in Eight Crazy Nights? Yeah.
There's never a true victory.
We got 8 crazy nuts.
How good was he in Uncut Gems, though?
I was thinking about that. I was like, that's technical. Foul.
Yeah, yeah.
I haven't seen that yet. Still.
Uncut Gems.
Oh, dude.
Yeah,
Pretty
I need
good,
to.
man.
Yeah, I need to. It's something I'll definitely watch.
I think he's working on that Alien movie where he's in space with that spider.
Yeah.
That's gonna be wild.
Who was the spider?
It was Paul Dano.
That's it. Oh,
Kevin
that's even
Spacey
better.
was the dude from Moon. Was the robot?
O-N.
Yeah.
I thought about this today. I haven't thought of this for a while. Apparently Bert and Tom sold a movie called Fat Astronauts.
I remember him
They're
talking
supposed to
about
start
that.
making soon. They actually sold it because Bert commented, he was like, "It's hilarious that we sold a movie called Fat Astronauts and Tommy lost all that."
I mean,
Well, I remember him talking about that because he was like, if the machine does well,
yeah.
we're gonna try to get these other
And it
movies made.
didn't.
And it's like, yeah, well, that's just comedies now. I mean, you're not gonna get a big theatrical release. You got to go
Yeah.
straight to.
No.
Let's
Can't compete with Marvel or.
do it, Velly. Let's do it. Dream Snow. Yeah, we're about to start after this one. We're gonna start foreplay up. Just got home from being out with my brother. How'd that go? Y'all get into any shenanigans?
Did you go with someone?
Yes.
Yeah.
I was like,
makes sense.
that's not the movie I would have chosen.
Yeah.
What movie?
When you scream.
Scream 6, I think it was.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
It was alright.
Yeah, it was a Scream movie.
I would have chosen.
I haven't watched a Scream movie after Scream 2, maybe 3.
This last one, dude, the first one was the only one I watched. I watched 1. So 6 references all the other ones. So I had to do
It was
like
like
a
a
little catch up
prequel,
there.
or not a prequel, but like
Like a
they did
legacy
the whole
sequel to
thing where it's
all of
like
them.
20 years later,
Oh God.
right?
Okay.
Yeah, it's way later.
Yeah.
And
'Cause
this
they
is
brought
like
back
the
some of the
6th
legacy
killer
cast.
that is put on the Scream mask.
Did a game night party
He
at his
gets-
house? Did you win, Valley? Are you undefeated still? I mean, it's like the Saw movie.
Demolition. Pick a site and
Yeah.
plant the bomb.
Why do I want to watch torture porn?
The last one I saw was the one with the needle bin.
Yeah, that was
I
2.
think that was okay. Well,
Yeah.
I was like, I'm good.
Yeah, right.
Good on this.
Oh, Hallie, on Real Estate, we're doing the Holy Mountain. And if you haven't watched Dogtooth, holy shit, you need to
Whoa.
watch that. That movie is wild, dude. Oh my God.
Still thinking about it.
Yeah, for real, right? It was good.
It was good.
I was undefeated in
Incredible,
Tekken.
aren't
Not
I?
going to talk about the other games. Sheesh. Was it the new Tekken?
I was undefeated in Mario Kart on 64.
Wah, 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 wah.
I beat everyone. Trav was there. He can vouch.
Dude, we need to get some simulators, and we need to do like an N64 drunk race.
Nobody could top my Yoshi.
We just got to meet up, dude. In an
Were they
undisclosed
old
location.
N64?
Nobody in my
dripping
neighborhood
with
could beat me with
success.
GoldenEye, the man with the golden gun. I'd always get that golden gun. Oh shit.
I'm going Golden Gun in the mines with the watch.
Mm-hmm.
Tekken 7.
Made
Oh,
Dalton cry a couple times playing that game.
Professional Big Brother.
Yeah, for real. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Never took it easy on him. I wasn't one of those brothers.
Nah.
Just peek one time, that's all I ask.
what?
Huh? Competition between brothers.
Oh, I mean, if you show up,
He's
it's
the oldest of 3, just like me.
I'm planting the bomb. I'm
Well, you
planting
never
the
take it
bomb.
easy on your little brothers.
It won't let me plant. Okay. I was about to throw it if you want to go. It will not let me plant.
Lethal out.
Just peek one time.
Enemies eliminated. Great
Hell
work.
yeah.
Lethal out.
Never take it easy on my little brothers. Never take it easy on my son either.
you got to learn.
Exactly.
Like that
I had
Mario Kart
arguments
when
with Eric early
they
on.
push him out of the fucking
He would
nest.
leave play with me crying.
Figure out how to get back up here, or he'll die.
Fly, bitch. Yeah.
You gotta do it.
Pressure.
Nervous, aren't ya?
Watch him win a couple. Like, 'cause he's
Lethal
got,
out.
Yeah,
he's good at
because
that.
we don't do participation
He did, he
trophies
got-
around here.
He's nearly better than me in a lot of games.
Sure you want to do that? He's healing somebody. Oh, is that a shotgun?
Oh shit.
No, she's got the
The
revolver.
bomb. Defend it. Enemies eliminated. That's what I like to see.
Charge up ain't gonna help you.
Demolition is too easy for you guys? Nah. This is how it starts.
Yeah.
This is how demo and rogue starts. And then after you play about 5 matches of demo, then it starts putting you like in the where you need to be. You play about 5 more
Yeah,
after that, and it puts you against demons.
I'll put you against
We
Mike
kept playing.
Tyson.
Yeah. We kept playing for the rest of the night. We did
When that skill-based matchmaking kicks in, it's like, oh, you won? Every time we play Call of Duty,
Just peek
as soon as we get a win, it's like, you ain't gonna win no more tonight, motherfucker.
out.
Not for the next couple
That's
of
all the
weeks.
sweats. Oh, that's gonna kill me.
I'm planting the bomb.
Saints right there. Somebody just hopped the wall.
I don't see anybody.
Saint right there. Mind that. Run to the right.
Just peek one time.
I've been looking for you. He's hurt.
Destroy the enemy force. Nice work.
I wish rank would turn over. Have to play demolition ranked. Can't get again. Yeah, I've heard about that. That's wild. But I mean, I get
They're
it
all on
because
here.
whenever you play strikeout pubs, it's basically like playing a freaking ranked game.
Yeah.
It's like
They got
God.
Yeah.
deserted penalties.
Yeah.
Would blow everybody's mind talk about a fucking trophy system.
Nah, dude, do it. I wish the trophy system would destroy the Saint drone. Ping.
Guess I'll be Mac.
Just peek one time, that's all I ask.
I'm gonna. One of them fell off the map.
Lethal out.
I'm planting the bomb!
Oh my god.
Bomb's armed. See through.
He's behind us in the middle.
It's okay, I'm trash. I'm absolute trash.
Them are the Panthers, dude.
He's one shot.
Oh,
All opponents eliminated. Great work,
Dude,
team.
alright.
close
I mean,
round.
I hit fighter with a tear. I don't know.
You took forever.
The servers feel nice.
Oh, they were awful earlier. Oh, you were in that game.
Yeah, they were.
Garbo, we had a King of the Hill game earlier where
Oh,
it came.
we just won.
Yeah, we just like it was the first
After the
round. We had a overtime on the final side. We brought it back, won. We got the victory, dude. It sent us
Yeah.
to the end of the game.
We won. I mean, for real though, we deserved it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
they-
mean,
they were up
We didn't
like
bring it back.
124 to 80.
Yeah, it was 80.
Ended up getting that bitch back and yeah,
That was
bringing it
rough.
back.
Like we're over here
then
bleeding
it was
out,
just
trying to
a win.
stagger.
Didn't surrender,
I'm
nothing.
planting the bomb.
Bomb's armed. See it through.
Lethal out.
I should get an award for this.
I'm getting shot in the back. I made it.
I hear somebody going to the middle, I think.
Right here.
Yeah, they're near the bomb.
All enemies have been eliminated.
Where did she go?
That's one way to do it.
How did
Just
she
say
die?
the word and we.
Last round. End strong.
I don't
It's a
understand how
random
that
Mars.
Scorch died.
she might have jumped off the map.
No, she was in the little cut there in the hidey hole.
Mm,
You know what I'm talking about? The little thing you can step in.
yeah.
Scorch, I killed her.
You all
in front of
made
me.
that look easy.
That's what I don't understand. What just happened there?
Put some miles on it.
Oh.
Mm.
You going 24 go?
I was. Yeah.
Hey, Dirt.
Uh-huh.
You see that Shane Gillis is getting to host SNL?
I did. I actually thought it was tonight. We pulled it up, and it was like, this ain't fucking him.
It's the 23rd.
Yeah. The 4th.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
24th.
It's him and 21 Savage.
Which is hilarious that he's gonna get to host that now.
Yeah.
Considering he got
After
fired
getting
from it.
fired, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Really?
he's arguably
Best
one of the
thing that
biggest
ever happened to him.
comedians. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. He would have never got to do the things that he wanted to do.
All right, I'm gonna
Gillian
start setting.
Keys and all that shit.
What are we starting?
Switch
Joe?
over the
What?
phone.
Podcast.
What?
Pod.
What? I said,
Don't
when is
act
he gonna
like
start
you
it?
don't know.
Oh. In a second.
I'll do it.
Did you forget about Simeon?
Simeon,
I
bro,
did.
brother.
I put a few things on here.
He's so bright and
Everybody look at the moon.
when you are the moon, the best for you can be is a full moon.
It's a full moon, yeah.
And then a half moon is alright. But the full moon is the famous moon. And like 3/4, no one gives a shit about him. 2 days into the calendar month is useless.
I love it.
Everybody look at the
He's
moon.
so bright and milky white.
That might be one of the funniest things that ever come out of fucking Britain.
Hey, we watched a trailer on the last podcast. He's got a new show, No Fielding.
Oh,
The
really?
Adventures of, like, what was it, Dick Durbin or Turbin?
Yeah, Dick Durbin, I think.
Oh, okay.
Turbin.
We're gonna have to
Dick
watch
Durbin was
that.
a congressman.
Oh yeah.
I think it was Dick Turbin. But it looks hilarious. It's like, you know, like they got like muskets and shit. It's that kind of time period.
Yeah. He's like a
Okay.
Robin Hood-esque type character, kind of.
Looks
No.
hilarious.
Yeah.
Apple TV. I'm like,
I like it.
I'll have it. I'll fucking,
I'll do it.
you know what I'm saying?
I'll be watching it.
I'll
I'll
throw it.
throw it.
All moment.
All right, I'm gonna change my battery. I'll be
Ready from what's
You roll.
Guess I'll go to the bathroom. But I'll leave you with this.
He's so bright and milky white, shining down upon the ground. He's so bright, milky white, shining down upon the ground. Everybody look at the moon. Everybody seeing the moon. The moon is white, is milky white. Everybody look at the moon. Oh, hey, I did a song. Jupiter, I did a song. You ain't got one. Yeah. Oh, I feel sick.
He said I licked the sun on the back. Said I came close, so I licked him on the back. Like, what?
Jupiter, you ain't got one.
Yeah. Did a song.
Buzz Aldrin walking on my face. He's like, one time I saw a man look at me through a shiny eye.
All right, so I'm gonna start off with the Overwatch stuff, and then we'll go into Alara, do the Star Wars stuff, Suicide Squad, and then Skull and Bones. How's that
We're
sound?
going to talk about Skull and Bones.
Yeah, dude, for sure.
Laugh
For
it
shizzle.
up.
For shizzle.
Overwatch, what's happening with them?
They're getting
A
some
lot.
changes. Yeah, they're getting
Oh.
some crazy changes. So I
Alright,
figured I'd
spin the
throw it in
yarn.
here. Yeah. So, is this episode 8?
Is it?
I think so. We go through because I looked it up on Spotify. Hold on. I'm opening
How do you? I couldn't find us on Spotify.
It's Foreplay Gaming Podcast.
The only thing I could find us on was Audible, and it is 8 because this is 7's up.
No, it's I'll send you a link to it
Okay,
later. For
let me get
Spotify.
the the anchor link because I can go from there. You can go to everything else
Okay.
later.
Yeah. Remind me.
Okay, I probably won't, but
No, we'll
I'll
be
forget.
yeah, dude. We'll be in here just talking one night, and you're gonna be like, "Oh yeah, can you send me that
Get
link?"
that
And it's like,
link.
"Yeah. I got you.
Yeah.
I got you." Yeah. All right. Let me turn this filter out because I
You might, yeah.
mean, it looks weird.
Sin City.
It does. Well, it looks super weird with the filter on that. Everybody, look at the mode. There we go.
Look
We'll
at the
pop
moon. I made a song.
Jupiter made a song.
You have a
I
thought.
got one.
All right, y'all ready to do this thing?
Man, Cold
See.
Moon. Nobody gives a shit about Cold Moon.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode number 8 of 4Play Gaming Podcast. I'm here with Co-Reed.
And I'm here with Dirt Lord.
I'm here with Garbo.
And I'm here with Griffin.
And we are going to be talking about the hottest in gaming news. We're going to start it off. Oh. I ain't got a towel anywhere. We're going to have to figure that out. I don't know. We're going to start off here with Overwatch 2, revitalizing the Overwatch 2 experience. So Overwatch has been kind of a very interesting and perplexing game since they released it on Steam. You know, it was Blizzard exclusive, of course, console. They released Overwatch 2, made all these promises, made it free to play, the whole, like, focus their monetization on
It's free to play?
cosmetics. Yes, yeah. Overwatch 2 is, yeah.
Why'd I
So-
buy it?
To get all the characters.
Oh,
That's why I bought it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Kind of like the same way as Paladins.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. But it's kind of had, we don't know what the numbers are on Blizzard or on their launcher, but we do know what the Steam numbers are, and the Steam numbers aren't great, and they got reviewed bombed. It's been a whole thing, especially when they announced that they were going to like be kind of pivoting away from like a PvE story experience and all this stuff. So they're trying to come in and revitalize the game. So there's a lot of updates going on with the competitive experience and how ranked works and how you gain points and lose points and all that stuff. Don't really care anything about that, right? Because like I don't play it competitively. For the people out there, you can go to the, you know, Overwatch or Blizzard website and find this and read on that. But what I did want to talk about here was introducing changes to core gameplay here. So, beyond the competitive rework, Season 9 features major changes to the fundamentals of Overwatch 2 gameplay that affect every hero. We've heard the community feedback around some gameplay pain points and developed changes to the core gameplay with these goals in mind. Deliver a more consistent feel to firing and landing your shots on your opponents, lessen the impacts of burst damage to allow for greater counterplay, adjust where in-game healing and damage are effective to reduce stagnant team fights. All of these changes have been designed to work in combination to balance each other out. And we're excited for you to get in the game and experience them all at once. So first up, making your shots feel good to hit. One of our main goals with these adjustments is to make firing your weapons and abilities feel more consistent without impacting the time to eliminate a target and without removing the overall feel of gameplay we all know and love. When examining how burst damage values have changed over time, we found that in most cases, they've gone down in raw value, though that may not necessarily mean they become weaker relative to other changes. The 5v5 environment and new heroes of Overwatch 2 certainly factor into the perspective, but it's often overlooked that the player base's average skill level, game knowledge, and pace of gameplay are relatively higher now than when the game first launched. So they're changing the projectile sizes and they're changing the speeds and sizes of them. So plus 0.05 meters for hit scan projectiles with a high rate of fire or spread. For example, Tracer's pulse pistols or Reaper's Hellfire shotgun. plus 0.08 meters for hit scan projectiles that are more precise, such as Cassidy's Peacekeeper or Soldier 76's heavy pulse rifle, plus 0.05 meters for travel time projectiles that are shotguns or have a very high rate of fire, so Roadhog's scrap gun or Ramatra's void accelerator, plus 0.10 meters for travel time projectiles with a speed greater than 50 meters per second, so Zenyatta's destruction orb, plus 0.15 meters for travel time projectiles with a speed less than or equal to 50 meters per second, so Farah's rocket launcher, and very large projectiles with a base size greater than 0.5 meters have been excluded from these increases. For example, Orissa's energy javelin and Reinhardt's fire strike. When it comes to aiming as a mechanical skill requirement, even players with excellent aim often mention how it can feel random whether a shot hits or not, due largely in part to the whip speed movement acceleration heroes have when changing directions. Combined with all of the dashing, leaping, teleporting abilities, hitting your target can be very difficult. Crisp, responsive movement is important to the core gameplay feel, so we wouldn't want to just slow down player movement. Instead, we're improving hit consistency by making both damage dealing hit scan and travel time projectiles larger. Heroes that have weapons or abilities that don't benefit from any projectile size changes will receive additional balance changes. However, we don't want to make too many hero adjustments before getting a better understanding of the effects of these initial changes. So tune in for more on individual heroes in future updates. Next, adjusting the health pools. Since we're increasing the average accuracy of nearly all heroes, we want to keep time to kill similar. We've also increased everyone's maximum health. We've already balanced damage values, damage boosts, critical damage breakpoints, and other factors around 200 to 250 HP heroes. So the new health ends up requiring at least one more hit from most heroes to eliminate an enemy. So the health pool changes are 150 to 175 HP heroes got an increase by 25 HP, 200 to 300 got an increase by 50 HP, and 300 plus, which are tanks, got an increase of 75 to 100 HP, giving more self-reliance in team fights. We also want to make sure that the flow of the team fight doesn't take away from individual player decisions that can determine the outcome of a match. Tanks already have a significant role in each team fight, as they often are the ones to take space and determine where each fight takes place, whereas we want to enable more critical decision making among the damage and support roles. The change to projectile size and health pools effectively reduce the impact of burst damage and tones down the relative strength of healing, meaning it will take longer to heal someone from 1 HP to full health. To ease the friction of an increased time to fully heal allies out of combat, enable support players to make more informed decisions on who to heal, everyone can now regenerate health passively at a rate of 20 healing per second after 5 seconds of not taking damage, and the support role passive heal has been adjusted to 2.5 seconds. An increase to health pools and weakening of burst damage means that heroes live longer and team fights will take longer to conclude. To combat some of the potential extreme situations here, we're also introducing a new damage passive, empowering them to more easily fulfill their role in securing eliminations, reduce in-combat healing, and potentially add an additional strategic layer to focus firing targets. So the new passives are all new heroes are going to be able to passively regenerate 20 HP per second after not taking damage for 5 seconds. The new damage roll passive is going to cause anti-healing by 20% to whoever they are shooting. The updated support roll passive, they will begin regenerating health after 2.5 seconds. And tank roll passive reduces knockback received, less ultimate charge generated by healing and damage received, increase health in roll queue game mode. At its core, Overwatch 2 is a competitive game. So it's important for the core systems and competitive system to be as intuitive and accessible as possible. In addition to these core system changes, we're introducing reworks to Farah and Junkertown, which we'll go into in a later blog. For now, let us know what you think when Overwatch 2 Season 9 Champions launches on February the 13th. So, they're making tons of changes. So they're basically increasing the size of a lot of the projectiles in the game because that is one of the pain points that, and I'll go through and kind of give my pain points and then we'll flip it over. The amount of characters that have projectiles and the size of those projectiles in Overwatch compared to like Paladins, because that makes the most sense, right? To compare those two because they're both hero shooters. Overwatch definitely takes more, I wouldn't say more skill, but more game knowledge and map knowledge.
Teamwork.
Yeah, because you have to understand how your projectiles work, how fast they travel. Each projectile in the game seems to travel at a different speed and at a different rate. And it's hard whenever you have some great characters that have great abilities, but you can't land a shot. It sucks. It is weird that like hit scan characters are having having their projectile size increased. I mean, they're hit scan characters, right? So yeah, so it's kind of weird to me that they're increasing the size of the projectiles for that, but some of these other ones make sense. Increasing
You
health.
like the healing thing?
Yeah. So this is what I'll say.
You do die fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
The problem with Overwatch that I felt, because after playing Paladins for many years and not really playing Overwatch, and then going into Overwatch 2, whenever it dropped, whenever we experienced it, your team comp was like what, 2 damage, 1 tank, and 2 support characters.
Correct.
But you would, if you're playing a flanking type damage character or someone that is like trying to either do poke damage or trying to get the drop on an enemy, unless you positioned yourself around the health packs, then you're just kind of DOA, right? Because the supports are not going to be able to get to you. No. So I don't understand why they didn't make this change when they went from Overwatch to Overwatch 2 anyway.
Should have just been in the game, yeah.
But like, what game other than Overwatch has that has a multiplayer component other than a BR, which still has it, where you have to manually wait for someone to come and heal you, even when you're out of combat for an extended amount of time? It does put more importance on the support characters at that point. But whenever you're used to playing every other game in the world, every other game except for a battle royale, where characters, whenever you're out of combat, and it's usually 3 to 5 seconds, you start passively regenerating your health at various rates depending on the game. That was one thing I didn't like, because you can try to get in and do explosive damage, but that doesn't mean anything if you get focus fired and then they've got a support that's healing everybody back up. It makes the damage classes feel less useful as an off-flank type class, as opposed to the way it feels in other games like Paladins, for example, because there's a lot of sustain that the flanks have built into characters for Paladins specifically. And increasing the health pools makes sense because you're making the projectiles bigger, which in theory should make players hit more shots, which in theory would balance itself out in the long run by increasing their base HP up, and then also allowing them to gain healing over time whenever they're out of combat. So, Garbo, Overwatch 2, these 3 main things: the projectile sizes, the health pool changes for all the characters, and the healing out of combat. What do you think about it?
Well, the healing out of combat kind of reminds me of Paladins, for sure. Like, that's something that Paladins already has in their game, right? That they do themselves. Like, I don't know how long you're out, but if you're out of the circle, out of combat, you start healing. So maybe they've actually taken that, and I think that's a good idea. Because, like, dude, if your healer's not healing,
you're
you will pay for it.
Yeah,
you will pay for it. And I know that they have like little heal spots around the areas, but if you're not somebody that like memorizes where the heal locations are, or you're in just one of those tight situations that you can't get to one, I think that'll be beneficial. Most of the time, they're probably not going to live if they're trying to get away to heal. I still think that's a good thing to implement in the game, though, just so it kind of keeps the pace going, keeps the action, keeps a lot of momentum, I guess, instead of it being like, oh, I know where this hill spot is, I'm just going to bail out like a lot of Overwatch players do. They just, once they get so low, they just bail.
Yeah.
The different sizes, I think that's a really good change, because there are some times that like I feel like I'm doing things when I'm shooting in Overwatch 2 and I'm not hitting shots. And so like maybe overall, maybe some of that could have been just like the old mechanics or something like that. They're trying to transition from Overwatch 1 to 2. I think that'll be a better one as well. And I like the health extension, like even the health extension, like extension, not health extension. where where they increase all the health. I think that's also pretty good because, like, dude, the game itself is like because of its 6 people, 2 DPSs, 2 supports, and two in a tank. It's just so fast paced. Like it really is. It's extremely fast paced. So like I feel like that was to compensate for all the, the damage ticking and like as soon as you get into a fight, you're down. Like as soon as you get in there, like
It's
it,
chaotic, man.
even what Dirt Lord says sometimes when we're playing paladins, he's like, it's got too much damage. There's too
Too
much
much.
damage.
There's too
Like
much.
yeah, there's too much. Like it's the same scenario. Like it's just too much damage, and so like
Yeah.
increasing their health actually like is beneficial here. So
Do you think that this will have any detrimental effects to the game overall, Corey? Like, as being someone that played Overwatch 1, going into Overwatch 2, and playing around those core mechanics the way that they came into Overwatch 2, now them being changed, do you think that that'll have a detrimental effect to the players and the player base, or do you think that overall it will help onboard new players easier?
I think it can go either way depending on how it plays out. Like, I have to get into the game and get a feel for how it's gonna go. But it could really bring players back to the game or new players to it if it starts feeling better and more competitive than it did. Like Dirt said, my biggest issue in it is I just feel like I was dying too fast all the time.
Man,
Like no matter what, and that more than paladins even.
Yeah.
I'd rather play paladins.
I wouldn't even necessarily be getting focused by multiple people, but you'd still be getting burnt down. I like that they increased the health. I like that they added the out of combat healing. I don't understand increasing the hit scan characters bullet size, which is kind of weird, but um I don't like that they added like a permanent cauterized type effect, the negative 20% to healing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I felt like the healing in that game was really hit and miss.
Yeah. Well,
Like there was a couple characters that really healed well, and other ones just wasn't really usable.
Yeah.
To me.
exactly.
Yeah.
It's funny because paladins recently did that where they just put permanent cauterize.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, here you go. You ain't
Yeah, I
gotta buy that no more.
And I don't like that in paladins either. I think I liked it much better when you could buy it.
Well, and people, you need the skill of knowing you need it. That was
That was a big part of it
give
too.
it to
Yeah.
them. I mean,
yeah. The thing with the anti-heal that they're giving to the damage characters, it's like I understand that they want to like increase the effectiveness of DPS characters, but the thing with DPS characters is like they're burst characters. They're going to do massive amounts of damage. They're going to pour tons of damage out, and then they're going to piss off for a little while until their cooldowns for their abilities come back up. So it's like you're introducing. So if this works the way that I think that it's going to work, they're going to have anti-heal, 20% anti-heal for an X amount of duration after that last bullet hits someone. It may be like as soon as that person stops taking damage, but I don't understand, like, there doesn't have to be that. Remove the health packs off of the map, make team comps rely solely on their healers and their out of combat healing, because if you're in combat, you're not going to be passively healing, so you're not going to have a need to stop that healing unless you shoot the person. So it's like it doesn't make sense to me. They could have adjusted damage values, they could have adjusted healing values, they could have removed the healing items off of the maps and not even put in this stupid anti-healing mechanic into the
healing
game.
item's still going to be there?
Yeah. They
so
didn't.
Even though now you heal.
Yeah.
You got the heal, tick, it comes back.
Yeah.
Plus your healer.
Yes. Plus the health packs.
And you can run to an area.
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's got to go.
Well, and to me, that's what it seems like that they're, because if you're actively in a firefight and you're playing around a health drop.
Yeah, I've seen that a lot.
Yeah.
It's got to go.
The game.
Yeah. So they could have just disabled that. I know that this is like a legacy thing, a legacy feature that's coming over, that came over from Overwatch 1 to Overwatch 2, but it's not necessary.
If it's not working now, then get rid of it. This is Overwatch 2.
Well, it sounds like they're desperate.
I mean, it sounds...
Numbers are down.
Yeah. And it sounds like
they're down. I mean, we left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But, and the thing with Overwatch is like, there's so
I'd
much...
rather play Paladins.
Well, because the ability to not only sustain yourself but have your teammates
I
such
can
as your
live. Yeah.
yeah, your support characters be able to help sustain you. Because
The
to me,
card system.
in Overwatch, whenever you get into an engagement, it didn't feel like your healers were as impactful
No.
as they are in other games. And the reason why they didn't feel that way was because Cauterize existed in Paladins, because you were able to heal
Yeah.
for much more. You were able to put cards and buy items to allow you to get healed even more. Health packs on the map is stupid. Like, I'm sorry for anybody that loves it, but it's the dumbest thing in the world.
It's fucking stupid.
We're not playing Unreal Tournament back in 98. Like, we can get rid of them. It's okay to get rid of them. But you're taking so much damage so consistently, you're not getting that out of combat healing. So whenever you get out of a gunfight, like a team fight, if your team wins, you have to wait until the healer takes their time to heal everybody up while the team is respawning to have another fight. It's like,
Or
why-
get back.
Yeah, yeah,
They're
right.
dead, you're like, all right, we got to group up. You know, they're taking the point.
Exactly. So
Here we go again.
it's just, to me, putting the anti-healing and the damage roll makes no sense. I think if anything, they should have put something in there to give damage, like damage negation, I guess is what you call it. Something that denies a percentage of damage. Well, it's like if you're a damage character, whenever you get below, let's say that you get to 50 HP, then you should take
You do
less
damage.
Well, you do
take
less and you take less. That way you can sustain your damage, your DPS for a little bit longer. That way they can try to get out of a gunfight, try to either passively
get away.
heal or let the support character, or what about that? You give instead of giving anti-healing, whenever you get below 50 HP, you receive more healing until you get to 100 when you're getting healed by a support character. And that way it keeps the DPS in the fight longer, and it forces the support characters to not focus on spam healing the tank.
Well, and since they don't have the card system, because that's where Paladins really shines,
Mm-hmm.
your loadout is going to determine
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
what you can do. And it's superior.
Yeah. So it's
better.
with all these changes in Mind Dirt, what do you think about it? Does this make you want to try it again?
I
And see
mean,
how
I'll
it feels?
try it. I'll get on there and fucking pull my hair out one more night, you know?
Yeah,
God
I'd like to see
damn,
how it
it is
plays.
rough. I do like that you can heal.
Yes.
That's nice. It should have had that before. I mean, what game? Like you said.
Yeah.
What game do you not regen your heal in? Oh, Battlezone, you know?
Yeah, right. Yeah,
Another
exactly.
terrible game mode. Like,
Yeah.
so I like that, but I'd rather play Paladins at the end of the day.
Yeah, for real. I mean, because being able to have sustain, and that's the thing, like with Paladins, there's so many different ebbs and flows to team fights because you have the ability to pick whoever you want to. You're not locked into a certain role like you are in Overwatch. And then also there's ways for you to go in, do a bunch of damage, get out, heal up real quick, and then you can re-engage into that point fight, as opposed to Overwatch
It's
is
the
like
point fight.
it's a battle of attrition.
Like, sometimes you may not be able to get that payload there, but you can get that fucking point.
Yeah, exactly.
Stay on that bitch. Hold it down.
Yeah. So this should make for more, to me, if I was someone that was watching people play Overwatch or watching competitive Overwatch happen, this would make things more interesting because you're going to have characters that are going to be dipping in and out of these team fights, trying to heal up a little bit, not relying on the support characters, giving them more authority to heal the people that they need to heal, like their tanks. It's going to create an interesting synergy. I'm interested to see how the overall community feels about this. But the last thing I wanted to hit on was it's amazing because the way that I found out about these Overwatch changes was from the Paladins community, because the Paladins community's like, oh, here's Overwatch stealing more of our, stealing more stuff from Paladins, blah, 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 blah. And it's like,
they don't have the card system.
I think it goes both ways, though.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. It goes both ways.
The original idea was stolen.
Yeah.
But the card system was put in. It's completely different.
Yeah. So
it is.
To me, it's like Overwatch is doing, in my opinion, a better job at onboarding new players into their game by streamlining a lot of these systems in this update, whereas Paladins just had a major update and they made the game much more complicated than it ever needed to be.
Yeah,
Well,
dude,
it's like
that
we've
new
just
guard
gone in the
system is
opposite
weird.
direction.
Yeah.
Paladins went away. Overwatch is coming in. You know,
Yeah,
like
exactly. Yeah.
it's like, what are we doing here?
Yeah. So, and whenever you talk to people that are just getting into Paladins, they're like, they're just bombarded with all this information. You've got to learn how 50 different characters play. You got to figure out how the game modes play. You got to figure
Yeah.
out the card system and what the cards do. Figure out the item system and what the items do. In Overwatch, you have to learn the characters,
It's
you
just a
learn the
character.
abilities, and that's it. Like you have a couple of different game modes that you play. You have King of the Hill, you have Payload. That's about it. You know what I mean? Like you just jump in and you do the thing. You either push the cart or you just lock a zone down.
Yeah.
That's it. So it's very interesting. And that's where I think Blizzard and Activision and Overwatch themselves are making the better decisions overall than what Hi-Rez is making with Paladin.
When does the update drop?
The 13th.
I mean, we gotta get on there and try.
Yeah, next weekend
Log
I'm
up the game.
definitely I'm gonna peep it and see
Yep.
how it feels and everything. Cause I mean, my biggest issue.
I can take a little stress.
Yeah, right. Yeah. You got the blood pressure
is
medication.
stressful.
Yeah, it is. Right. Yeah.
But that healing, that may
Yeah.
change everything.
Exactly.
'Cause
Right.
that was what was stressful. Was like, man, I'm not healing. I'm the healer, and I'm just dying over here because I'm not being healed.
Yeah. Right. So, we'll see how this plays out overall. I think I'm very interested to see how the community responds to this because
W.
the community for the most part has been overwhelmingly positive about the Paladins changes. I've seen a couple of comments on the video that I put up that was like, yeah, this ain't the move. Like what they're doing doesn't make sense, but there's a lot of people and it gets referenced constantly. The community likes it. So why don't you?
They're
Well,
like, this ain't the move.
it's not, you want more players to come in and you want the game to be accessible. If you want the game to be complicated, that's fine. There's MOBAs out there that are more
There's
complicated.
complicated games to go play.
Yeah, like I mean, you can play Smite, which is basically
It's
more or
complicated.
less a version of what Paladins is, but more complicated. So that exists already.
And they're making a part 2. So
Yeah,
go pop
right.
on that one.
So I'm kind of excited about it because the projectile changes and being it because my biggest problem was like you have to learn
Not hit
these
my shots.
Yes, you have to learn these different speeds with all these different characters and everybody's hip hopping around and everybody's doing backflips and
I'm
it's-
surprised they changed the projectile and not like the hitbox.
I'm glad they didn't
It
change
was a
the
different
hitbox.
way. Yeah, they went at
Yeah.
a different way. Normally, the hitbox, they're like, just fucking open that thing up.
Yeah, right.
That way, every gun just hits you if
Yeah.
it's pointed at your direction. It's like,
Yeah.
okay. They went the other way.
Yeah, which is
And
nice.
that's what Rogue, they're like, just make the hitbox bigger.
Yeah, right.
Make
So,
it massive.
yeah. But I'm excited for these changes. I'm excited. We tried Paladins out. It is what it is. I mean, it's still same old, but like, you know, there was some changes. I'm interested to play Overwatch and see how that fares in 2024. I think it'll be all right. Hopefully the community will receive these changes well. I think if they make a couple of minor tweaks with maybe the anti-healing thing and a couple other things, it'll be perfectly fine. But hey, for me personally, this is the last thing I'm going to say. I enjoy a long-lasting team fight. That's what I enjoy
It's
the
so
most.
fucking fun.
Yes.
When you get in the zone and just
Yeah.
like, oh man, everybody's just fighting for their life.
Yeah, I love it.
And then
dude.
when you win, it's like, oh, it feels so good.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, we'll see how it shakes out. But this is on a right direction for me personally. I'm excited.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Stop that. Let me name this real quick.
It's funny that they're having to do that. Because
Yeah,
there
for
has been a
real.
drop in players. It's like,
Yeah, very
not
significant
really
drop.
doing good. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
they lost 4 here
Yeah.
pretty quick, like within the first month. It
Well,
was like,
and we didn't even touch on
we're
this,
good.
but they shut down their competitor. They built stadiums around the country.
so there's no.
Not that I'm aware of.
Oh wow,
That was a big
With that being from such a large company,
dude. They were on ESPN. Like,
I,
they're having
Yeah.
to sell these gaming, headquarter things that they built in all these different cities because people weren't watching it. People weren't interested in it. They
I
started.
remember Trav got some Overwatch headphones from Taco Bell.
Yeah,
It was an Overwatch headset that he won.
Yeah, he got the game in the headset. Yeah, which is wild.
That is wild.
So, all right. So next up here we have a 2024's tax shooter to watch, Alara Prime.
What?
So at first glance, it would be easy to call Fall Damage Studios' upcoming shooter Alara Prime cookie cutter. Looks like Valorant, plays like Counter-Strike 2, and features many mechanics inspired by Rainbow Six Siege 2. But to dismiss the game based on its resemblance to the competition would be a mistake. After all, many games have found success by borrowing liberally from established success stories. The important part is innovation in equal measure. Alara Prime certainly does that. It takes the best elements of those aforementioned tax shooters, the plant defuse gameplay loop, precision shooting, and emphasis on team play, and packages them in a very unusual 4v4v4 format. This recipe has piqued my interest ever since its initial reveal last year, and I finally had the chance to check it out in an extended closed playtest. Boy, was I impressed. The following preview is supported by excerpts from a brief interview with Dan Vaderland, game director and Fall Damage COO, who took the time to respond to some of my questions about Alara Prime over the past week. Alara Prime is still very early in development. It's a pre-alpha, in fact, even though it's technically had that tag for over a year and is several builds beyond the very first playtest in 2022, which carried that same denotation. Still, during this latest playtest session, there were only two maps, Oasis and Reactor, the latter of which is void of proper artwork and very much still on the drawing board. Before diving into the maps, though, let's start from the top and drill into what Alara Prime is and how it plays. As I've already mentioned, Alara Prime is a 4v4v4 game in which two opposing attacking teams fight towards a defended uplink to which they must upload data. As an attacking team, you locate the uplink site, then upload and wait until a timer ticks down to win the round. The inclusion of a third team introduces a dynamic layer of strategy and unpredictability, ensuring that every match is a unique and thrilling experience. We believe our game will attract players from Valorant, CS, and Siege, offering them a new and exciting challenge
Valorant
that they can't get anywhere else. In essence, while we are taking a lot of inspiration from the best games in the genre, we are dedicated to crafting an original and captivating game experience that will challenge players from all corners of the tactical shooter community. Given there are two attacking teams, in theory, both can work together to breach the defenders, but that rarely happens. More often than not, they're attacking from opposite sides and either meet on site once the defenders are taken care of or flank each other while other fighting is going on. Whoever's left has the opportunity to go and claim the uplink and upload to try and win the round, while the defenders attempt to cling on. Alara Prime does shooting the old-fashioned way, like Valorant and Counter-Strike. Weapons are accurate from hipfire. Hallelujah, finally, another modern shooter that doesn't insist on players aiming down sights, which franchises like Call of Duty and Battlefield made an industry standard over a decade ago. As a result, in combination with a lack of run and gun and punishing recoil, Alara Prime is a shooting experience that puts a focus on precise crosshair placement. There's a spray pattern, but the low time to kill rewards players who can keep their cool and dance in a strafe, shoot, strafe manner. This all makes for a high skill ceiling that tax shooter enthusiasts will love. If I could nitpick, I'd actually like to see the dev team lean further into this, an even lower time to kill, a faster fire rate, and less ADS moving forward. CS and Valorant have some of the best gunplay of any tax shooters, so I don't see a reason not to follow suit. There's every chance shooting and movement mechanics will continue to be tweaked in the build-up to launch, though, and Vaderland told me, while we are pleased with the overall feel, we understand that the nuanced manner and the job is never really done. It is going to be a process of continuous refinement and polishing. Just to give you an example, in the past week alone, we were fine-tuning specific aspects such as air control, and prior to that, we were meticulously adjusting the accuracy window during counter-strafing. We are also in the middle of adding a better camera shake behavior to improve the feel of shooting and recoil. Gadgets in Alara Prime will have a huge role to determine the outcome of a round. You can't expect to win without effectively using them both individually and in synergy with your buddies. That means learning how. And in Alara Prime, there are a lot of gadgets, possibly too many. Smoke, flash, and HE grenades are familiar enough from other tac shooters, but others require more trial and error to understand. Some reveal enemies, others provide a stealth blanket to ghost behind enemies and launch surprise attacks. All in all, there's a plethora of attacking utility, and then the added layer of various equipment one can use to seal off uplink sites as a defender too. More or less every weapon in the game has a secondary fire mode that each has unique offensive properties as well. Thankfully, very few of these utility pieces are directly used for killing enemies. Gunplay always fills front and center, and precision shooting typically decides 1v1 encounters. But it has to be said that there's a lot. I can see it being a big barrier for tac shooter newbies. Compared to games like Valorant, though Riot Games' popular shooter has 20 or so agents with unique abilities to learn, they're all pretty intuitive, and access is restricted to all of them as part of its progression loop. Alara Prime is a class-based game in which one is presented with a whole lot of gadgetry right from the off. It occurs to me when playtesting a game like Alara Prime, everyone involved is a blank slate. We were all experimenting and limit testing, equally clueless. That won't be the case in the initial weeks after Alara Prime's full launch, when newcomers will struggle to find their footing against more experienced players. You could say the same of any game, I suppose, but when there are this many gadgets thrown on top of its unfamiliar 4v4v4 layout and precision shooting, I can see players getting overwhelmed. Our plan is to have ranked play available right from the full launch of Alara Prime. However, we are considering a brief initial period during which we collect skill data to ensure the most accurate matchmaking experience before officially enabling the feature. Ranked play is a fundamental aspect of our game, and we are committed to delivering it as an integral part of the overall Alara Prime launch. Alara Prime's 4v... there's not much. Just saying that it presents challenges to map design because it's a 4v4v4 game instead of it being like a traditional 3-lane map. They have to. So there's two. I've watched some gameplay of this, right?
I got the trailer in here 3 months ago. There's a trailer.
Okay.
Fall Damage Studio, for real, Tim the Tatman. Like this.
I know, right?
They're out of Sweden, Stockholm.
It's former DICE developers, so people that worked on the Battlefield games. Some of them went to work on the finals. Some of them went to work on the Alara Prime.
It looks good. It's like, what was the game?
Valorant.
Without the powers.
Yeah. You have gadgets
instead
of powers.
Come on.
Yeah.
What we doing?
Yeah. I do think that this is very interesting. 4v4v4, nice. 2 attacking teams, 1 team defending, which is wild.
Problem. It's only on PC. Right now, it's only on Microsoft.
Yeah, well,
they're gonna have to open that up. They've only got 1,000 people that sub to them on YouTube. They got 1,000 on Twitter.
Yeah,
it's small.
Yes, it is. Yeah,
we're gonna have to hit some. They got to get on consoles.
Have to. And that was one of the things that I was going to bring up.
Have to.
Do you guys feel because
it'll kill the game?
You think?
If they don't go console.
With it being a very, very competitive tactical shooter.
They're running it as a competitive shooter. They're like, there's going to be tournaments.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
When you watch the trailer, it's like, oh, yeah, this is
going to be real. Yeah.
Like,
right.
Okay, so I see where you're coming from there.
Are they going to, because I guarantee you right now, since
Valorant's not on console, right?
No, and neither is Counter-Strike. Siege is available on both, but you can't do crossplay on it unless you're playing the same input method.
Well, there's no fucking aim assist in tournaments. That's what they're saying.
Right. So Valorant because I've seen people play Valorant with a controller on Steam. So
True.
but they don't have controller input
Nah,
as a method to
there's
be
no
able
aim
to
assist.
to play the game. So, but it's the same way on console with Rainbow Six Siege, right?
There's probably no aim assist on that game.
So
None at all.
No,
Yeah.
I would say. I mean,
yeah,
so
so
it can be
lick of
done.
it.
I mean, hell,
yeah, but this type of game will be something that will be that they won't do crossplay on it. There's no way because
because of the competitive nature.
and if controllers don't have aim assist, then the mouse and keyboard's going to win. Like it's a one shot
will.
headshot. You know what I
Aim with the
mean?
arm.
Yeah. So there's no way
And it's
that
hip fire, dude. You don't have to aim
Right.
inside. Like it's
yeah.
the trailer's here. I mean,
Yeah. I've watched a
Don't
lot
wanna
of
see it.
gameplay. Yeah. If y'all want to peep it, we can do it. What do y'all think?
it's only a minute. It's nice. I subbed to him. I'm like, yeah, that was cool. Well, I put it in the okay.
Easy access
Yeah. For the normies.
for the. But yeah, I've got it pulled up. If y'all want to peep it real quick, see what y'all think about it.
Yeah.
It looks just like Valorant without the powers. It's even got the knife from CSGO. You know how you see people running around with the knife?
Yeah,
Pull the knife out. It's like, cool.
thanking people. Yeah,
So, free to play game. At the
Yeah.
gate. Free to play.
yeah,
4v4v4.
which is very interesting.
Yeah. I love
Yeah.
it.
I got it pulled up.
Yeah, I'm ready whenever y'all are.
Stockholm.
Yep.
All right. 3, 2, 1, play. Fall damage. Tim the Tap Man. He should sue him. Dude, I saw a ton of videos where people were like, you're sleeping on this game. This game is the shit. A lot of good feedback online about this. Hell yeah.
Two guys coming main. Three guys coming main.
Look at this. Got a camera.
Securing the uplink.
Uplink him. Kind of got the COD guns. It's a knife. Free to play might fuck them in the long run. Really. It's over.
Yeah. So I definitely have a feeling that they're wanting to compete directly with Valorant and
it
Counter
looks like
Strike. You
Valorant.
know, yeah.
It does.
So it's going to be interesting when this comes out. If the time to kill wasn't so fast and it wasn't like, if it didn't lean as heavily into the tactical shooter nature of the game, then it would probably be opened up. It probably would be crossplay and all that stuff. So that leads us to this question. This is where I'm going to jump off. After reading the article, watching the trailer, all this kind of stuff, seeing the 4v4v4 gameplay, the tactical aspect of it, Corey, do you think that they should lean heavily into like their Valorant CSGO, roots here and try to compete directly with those guys, or change the TTK, change some of the weapons up, make it crossplay, release it on console, give it controller support, and try to appeal to a more broad audience?
It's a tough call, man. Because they have some pretty good, they have some pretty solid people that play PC that enjoy games like this. So you could get a really good player base if you offer something that like makes your game stand apart from the games that you're competing with.
Mm-hmm.
But if you want like
Trying to do numbers.
if you want numbers with a
Yeah.
minimal amount of work, then you need to go crossplay.
More consoles and PC.
Yeah.
But like
There's
I said,
more.
there are a lot of PC players that enjoy these games that play it very competitively, not just casually.
Yeah.
So you just got to make that game stand apart. It can't be just a Valorant clone. It's got to be like people got to play this game and be like, oh, this is way more than just a clone of those games.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like the 4v4v4 nature where you have two attacking teams and one defending team is enough to set itself apart in the world of Counter-Strike and Valorant?
I think so. That in itself is just a whole new. You gotta wonder how it works, especially if there's two attacking teams and one defending team. What advantages is the defending team gonna have against that? Because you're gonna have to have a few advantages if it's 4v8.
Yeah. I think that they have the siege defend round. Like you know,
comeback mechanic.
Well, it's like, you know, on Siege, whenever you're defending,
You have time to set up.
Yeah, you're able to put walls up.
You get in
and,
early. It's like, all right, let's set it up.
Yeah. So, what do you think, Garbo?
I mean, I think it's interesting. I've never played CS:GO or Valorant, but like the game.
But you've seen people play it.
and I'm kind of
You know
but I've
what it's
also
about.
missed the hip firing. You know, like the hip
I
firing.
love hip fire.
Aspect of it. Like I kind of miss that. Like Halo was really good at that. Like back when Halo 1 was like the game. You know, you didn't really have an aim down sight besides the pistol and the sniper rifle. But
That kind of stuff makes me feel like old school, like Unreal and Quake and stuff, where it's all hip fire.
Love it.
Yeah, bring back a little nostalgia.
Yeah. I think that this is interesting. I'm not sure if the thing is like, other than already established IPs, the only IP, in my opinion, in a lot of people's opinion, that has actually like successfully kept a player base is Valorant.
Valorant is huge.
Yeah, in the past
Especially
5
with young people.
Yeah. I'd say within the past
CS:GO is too.
Huge.
Yeah. So to me, it's like, why are you going to? I understand that you have a really cool idea. I understand that like you're approaching it in a different way. I get that. I respect that a ton. Why are you wanting to compete with something that you're not going to be able to pull
No.
a healthy player base from to
The
your game?
Valorant people are going to play Valorant.
Right.
Yeah,
And
it's
there's
pretty well
like
carved
there's
the
like a
market
lot of
there.
like you'll see like these chick streamers that play Valorant.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of them.
And there's a lot of them.
A lot of
And
them.
they love fucking Valorant, man. They just love that game.
Yeah.
And you'll watch them play it, and it's like, yeah, I mean, it takes forever to fucking win a game.
Yeah.
Like, cool.
Yeah. But I get the appeal of it. But I don't know, man. They might be shooting themselves in the foot. But
Where's the tournaments?
Valorant has tournaments all the time.
Are they as big? I mean, but it could be bigger.
Well, I mean, the Valorant player base is
It's
so
huge.
massive. Yeah.
Yeah, they're not gonna. I mean, with their little 1,000 YouTube people and 1,000.
Yeah. So right now, currently online playing Valorant is 750,000 people.
Wow, that is crazy.
With
3
20
million people.
That is crazy.
With 23 million active players within the last 30 days.
Holy shit.
So I understand you're looking at this as a business person. You're looking, they're maintaining at 1 a.m. on a Sunday morning, 750,000 players. Yeah.
Yeah.
We want a piece of
you
that
gotta think
pie.
about this. We're not playing that game, and I'm thinking about playing this one.
Yeah. But
I kind of want to play that game over Valorant because I'm like, yeah, fuck the powers.
Yeah.
I ain't trying to get hit with a windstorm. What's happening? I don't know. When I watch it, I'm like, what is that?
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, it's very interesting, and you know, things could change. This is still an alpha. This is pre-alpha.
Yeah,
They've done a recent test. I've watched a lot of videos that's came out in the last year of people playing this. It looks fun. It looks interesting. I think it's going to be.
They all say they love it.
Yeah.
Everybody that plays it, I was on there looking at YouTube. They're like, this game, you're sleeping.
Yeah.
This is the shit.
Yeah.
It's like, okay. It might be the next.
Yeah.
It definitely looks interesting.
Yeah.
And it's
And
cool.
I like Rainbow Six Siege.
I've
so,
never
like,
played
if
Valorant,
it has
but-
that feel to it too. Like, I mean,
I
I'll
watched
probably get
Griffin play
into
it. I was like, okay, well, it took a long time.
Yeah, right. I'm excited. So this is going to be 2024. I'm not sure if they plan on releasing the game. They might do like a closed beta,
They gotta
an
get on
open
console,
beta.
man.
Yeah, but even if they
That's-
do, then it's going to be hard restricted to inputs.
Well,
That's the thing. It's going to be like
I mean,
Siege. So
just have to do it. I mean,
yeah, but I think that
but Valorant's huge and it's PC only.
yeah, but that's
700,000.
But think about it this way though. Valorant is pulling all of those people that are like not only just PC gamers but grew up playing
Yeah.
COD, grew up playing Counter-Strike, doesn't want the new experience that they're
Counter-Strike
offering.
crew.
Yeah. They're wanting to pull it over into that. They want something different because they want to play only the input that they're playing against. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't want to deal with the aim assist issues. They don't want to deal with the hackers. They don't want to deal with all this stuff. All these weird gray areas that everybody's been arguing about. Yeah. Those people don't want to deal with it. That's why you've got 23 million people that's playing Valorant.
That's wild that number's that high.
And then like, what's Counter-Strike 2? Like, hold on.
Oh, dude. And there's people like making money. You can like open a thing and get a gun or a skin that's worth like 20 grand.
Yeah.
What?
So
It's just crazy.
It is.
Yeah. So Counter-Strike 2 a minute ago had 662,000 people playing it.
How old is that game?
With a 24-hour peak of over 1 million. Well, this is going there. I think they're lumping everything because this is going back to July 2012. So I think they're lumping all of their Counter-Strike IPs. Yeah.
Let's see. Oh. Counter-Strike 2 was September 27th, 2023.
Yeah. So I think
that's when that dropped. Okay.
I think they're lumping all of their
it's
stuff
got a
together.
2.0 Google review.
Yeah.
Not looking good for Counter-Strike 2.
Yeah.
So they're all probably going back to the original Counter-Strike and they're like, well, all my shit's here. And because they'll open a camo on, I don't even know how that works.
Yeah.
You'll just see them open a knife skin and they're like, it's worth 40 grand. It's like, where?
It's like, what?
Who?
Yeah.
Who's doing this?
How?
They have an online marketplace that you can sell that stuff.
Well, it's wild.
Yeah, it is. But Alar Prime, it looks good. I'm interested to see the progress of this game. I'm going to keep an eye on this from now because they've got to drop a beta.
I followed everything.
Yeah, they've got to drop a beta by the end of this year to be relevant. And then they've got to make a firm decision. If they're going to stick with the tac shooter and be PC only, then sure, they may get some of that market share.
Yeah,
they're not going to get a lot of it.
There.
Yeah. So, I mean, you've got 600
Valorant's doing it. So,
yeah.
I mean, it can be done.
Yeah. So we'll see. But I think that like this would be interesting if they did decide to either pivot and make it more of a accessible tactical shooter or put it on everything.
Well, it's finally the 4v4v4 game, and it's like PC only. And it's like, come on, motherfucker! Like,
yeah, right.
You know,
yeah, yeah.
Some people got more than 3 friends.
Yeah, exactly.
Or 2.
Yeah. But yeah, this is looking good. Like I said, I watched a lot of the videos, so if you guys ever feeling froggy, go check them out because there's some really cool gameplay, and it looks like Valorant, but it's a little bit more since it's 3 teams of 4. There's more kind of happening. Not only are you having to watch your back, you're having to watch your back, side, front, because you never know where you're going to get flanked from, where the defenders are going to be, where the other attacking team. It does add a whole new dynamic to it. So,
well, and it's one team that's like, all right, we got the mission. There's 2 people against us, 2 teams.
Yeah, yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah. So yeah, Alar Prime 2024 tac shooter to watch. Maybe get to play.
I'll actually be looking out for it. It looks really interesting.
Right.
I'll do it.
I'll throw it. What's going on, Diego? Sorry, we're recording the foreplay experience over here. So, you know.
Counter-Strike dropped in like 2000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I think
It's old as fuck.
Holy shit. Old as fuck. How about 24 years?
Yeah, right.
Like, wow. And that game is still killing it.
Yeah.
That's a forever game.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Whoa.
So next up here, Ubisoft commits to Star Wars Outlaws in 2024, Assassin's Creed Codename Red by March 2025. So Ubisoft has reported its financials for the third quarter of its current fiscal year, and in doing so outlined what we can expect from this year and the early part of 2025. In the short term, Q4 24, January to March, includes the imminent launch of the much delayed Skull and Bones, as well as free-to-play Call of Duty style shooter X Defiant. Then moving into the next financial year, Ubisoft committed to launching the promising Star Wars Outlaws in 2024. That means it will come out at some point from the beginning of April to the end of December. Assassin's Creed Codename Red, meanwhile, is down for release during the 2025 financial year, which ends March 2025. It seems likely Ubisoft is targeting an October-November 2024 launch for Assassin's Creed Codename Red, which is, quote, set in the long-awaited feudal Japan universe. Elsewhere, Ubisoft mentioned free-to-play games The Division Resurgence and Rainbow Six Mobile for financial year 25. Expect more in May, Ubisoft said. Ubisoft did not disclose the sales performance of Assassin's Creed Mirage, Avatar Frontiers of Pandora, The Crew Motorfest, or Prince of Persia The Lost Crown, which came out last month. It did say Rainbow Six Siege is doing particularly well, and the Assassin's Creed brand saw, quote, overperformance. So this Star Wars Outlaw game looks pretty interesting here. I'm looking at the screenshots here.
Yeah, looks great. It's Star Wars. But those are screenshots.
There's a trailer.
There is?
Yeah, I've seen the
Yeah,
trailer.
I'll
It looks
look
really
for
good.
Yeah, there's a trailer. Yeah, let me go look for it real quick.
I'll do it.
When I saw it, I was like, I'm probably going to get that.
Yeah, it looks good.
Oh yeah, and like to make it fair, like all the Star Wars games that have been coming out recently have been extremely good and have sold very well too.
Yeah, they have done really well.
Yeah, so I don't see why they wouldn't stop. Like, you know, obviously they think they know what they're doing. They kind of got it going on.
Yeah,
they know
yeah,
how to
they're
sell
like,
it.
we got it going. Yeah. But did
We
y'all
got it
see?
going on.
Because I don't see it on this list. So Disney is throwing Epic 1.5 billion.
Yes.
And they're like, yo, we're going to do this crazy fucking Fortnite shit where there's going to be a world for everything. There's going to be a fucking Star Wars world. There's going to be everything that's Disney. Cars. Fuck it. It's out there, you know?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's happening.
Oh, that's gonna be huge, dude.
It's a forever game. Fortnite will forever be a game.
Yes, it will.
What's
That's
that?
That's the Star Wars Outlaws trailer.
I want to watch this.
Yeah, I do too.
Oh,
I don't know why I
Ubisoft.
didn't pull up like that.
Ubisoft is 7 months ago. Hell yeah.
I got it pulled up whenever y'all are ready.
Huh?
Yeah, I've got it.
I'll do
Dude,
it.
what?
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, play.
These are dangerous times.
Oh yeah, they are.
At least that's what I hear.
Okay, Squadrons was dog shit, but
They're everywhere.
damn, I like this.
But the world here belongs to the syndicates.
Was that Han Solo?
Somebody in Carbonite.
Carbonite, yeah.
If I want to survive, I have to play their game.
Okay. Got a chick. She got a little.
Looks like I'm all in.
Rah, rah. Okay. Oh. Oh.
She's in here somewhere.
On second thought, I'm out.
I like this.
There she is.
This is great.
I've been held back my whole
Yeah,
life.
make this a Disney Plus show, you know?
And now, I just need a chance to finally be free.
Got this little animal, whatever what is it, a little
Wherever
space
that takes
lemur.
me.
Oxalotl.
I'm here to offer you a
Oxalotl?
way out,
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah, the little salamander
My ship
things.
sailing.
Give me
Oh.
a chance. You're gonna have to trust me. It'll be dangerous, risky. But if you pull this off,
Subscribe.
you'll never look over your
Thumbs up.
shoulder.
It's got
again.
10,000 thumbs down. Wow. Oh,
Because it's Star Wars.
yeah, they always fuck on them.
The underworld shows no mercy,
Look at this guy. He's.
but it's a big galaxy
That's a
out there.
weird looking
And I'm
camera.
gonna risk it all.
Supposed to be an open world thing, right?
I like the
Yeah.
chip. I like the chip. Cool.
Star Wars Outlaws, coming 2024.
2024. Well, you know, it's nice.
It looks
And
great.
you play as
And
an outlaw.
I like the idea
You
of an
don't be
open
a
world
Jedi
Star
this
Wars
time.
game, man. It
Yeah.
sounds great.
It does, and that's the goal. It's supposed to be an open world that you're supposed to be able to
Oh.
explore it. You're actually not a Jedi. Like you have to. You're a
Yeah.
smuggler. I'm sure. Like you get to be. I'm
It's
sure you get to go to the
GTA
class
Star
leader.
Wars. You're just out there, like,
Right.
what's up?
I wonder if you get to fight a Jedi.
Dude. Oh, that'd be cool. That would be cool. Like having to fight a Jedi, but you're not a Jedi. Oh god.
Oh, we're like, you know what I'm saying?
I
It
know
does-
I would.
it does look really good. And here's the thing, like we'll get into like Ubisoft's multiplayer stuff here in a little bit with Skull and Bones, but like they do a really good job at doing single player
They're
game
doing great.
experiences. Yeah. So I mean Assassin's Creed, you know,
Oh.
there's been some stinkers in there, but for the most part they've been really, really
They drop
good.
a game every year. They're like, Assassin's
Yeah.
Creed this,
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed Philippines. It's like, whoa.
So I'm excited to see this. Like, and when does this take place? Was that Han Solo?
Yeah.
Does
Was
this
it?
take place in that time period? Like, I'm interested to see how they do something like this. Like, this will
And
be
they're
the
pushing this to find. Like,
yeah.
okay.
Well, and yeah. So X Defiant's
What?
going to be released at some point by March. of
Tom
2024.
Clancy's X
Yeah.
Defiant is what they're calling that. Whoa, that's
Yeah. But yeah, this the Star Wars stuff looks good, man. It's going to be very
it always looks good.
yeah.
It's Star Wars.
Yeah.
Like there's lightsabers and shit, you know?
I wonder how big it's going to be, because they've
The actual
opened
world.
yeah
Yeah.
they've opened their Assassin's Creed games up to be very large now. So I'm interested to see like how big they're going to make it, and are we going to go to notable location? Are we going to interact with notable characters?
I
Like
think they were the Far Cry too, right?
Yeah.
Ubisoft is Far Cry, yeah.
yeah.
Great games.
So this looks promising, and I'm excited.
Oh, and it's across the board platforms: Xbox, PC, 4, 5, whatever that is, Luna, PlayStation. So yeah, it's on everything.
Yeah. It's gonna be good. It got the nominated for the Game Awards most anticipated
And
game.
it ain't even out.
Yeah.
It's always anticipated. They're like,
Yeah.
yo, it's gonna be yeah.
Right here it says let's see, the game takes place during the period between The Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. It is scheduled to release, of course, in 2024. Single player, third person action adventure game set in Star Wars universe, set in an open world. The game will feature stealth and open combat, vehicle combat, space combat, and branching dialogue. Set between the events of The Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi, outlaw scoundrel Kay Vess and her companion Nyx attempt one of the biggest heists the Outer Rim has ever seen, in a journey across several planets, including familiar ones like Tatooine, Kajimi, and Akiva. Never before seen ones like the moon of Kashra, which is inspired by the landscape of the Tanzania savannah.
Close enough.
Yeah.
So the little creatures, Nyx.
It says that Nyx is portrayed by D. Bradley Baker. I think that's the dude.
It was the
guy sitting in the chair
on the ship.
Yeah.
Wasn't the cat she was walking around with. It's like a lemur / cat kind of mash up, you know.
Yeah.
It's Star Wars, I mean.
Yeah. So this could be cool.
I'll do it.
We good.
I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm 100% gonna play it. Open world Star Wars. Sold.
I'm in.
Sold.
Sold American.
I wonder if it's going to lean heavy into like the more Uncharted feel, or if it's going to lean heavy into like heavy RPG elements.
I'm hoping it's a clean mix between it.
I don't know.
I'm hoping it feels more Mass Effect-y.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah. I got
a really good
third
third-person shooter with really good RPG elements.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't see it going Uncharted. It may have some Uncharted aspects, but I don't think it'll be like to the degree as much as Uncharted does itself, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
You won't be jumping on ledges, like side swapping to the side, like you know. I don't.
You might be. You
See,
did.
You might do some. Like
Survivor and shit.
I just don't think. Yeah, there you go, Dirk. It's not going to be Tomb Raider, right? I think Tomb Raider. I think you're just going to be solving puzzles, running up. I think there's going to be more
can walk
gun.
better because Tomb Raider's always had weird, like wonky, you know.
Yeah. I'm hoping for the Mass Effect idea or the RPG, more RPG aspect, which is more lean into, also Mass Effect. I think that'd be cool. Have a system where you can build a character.
The fact they got this game
like
coming
a
out,
scoundrel.
that's some big shoes to fill. That's
yeah.
That is wild. This game had no idea about it. And that trailer's been out for a while. I mean,
especially with like the ups and downs that Star Wars has had recently. You know,
don't even.
This could. You know, this could kind of right some wrongs, you know, things like that. So
you talking about squadrons?
I mean, just in all media,
in movies, and everything.
It's a bad game.
Yeah.
Everything.
It's bad.
The story was good. The gameplay was bad.
It's bad.
It could have been better.
I bought it.
I played it.
It's hard as fuck to fly one of those ships.
It's you need
so
a controller.
Hard. You do.
I couldn't
imagine
imagine trying to use your keyboard.
Oh,
yeah,
it's bad, man. You got a mouse. You're like, I can't stop. It's bad.
Why am I spinning?
Griffin, remember we got on there, played it.
Oh, I remember.
It was bad.
It was rough.
Never played it again. I uninstalled it. I was like, I don't want to play that shit no more.
It was.
I played it till I beat it, and then once I beat it, I never played it.
You beat
again.
it?
Yeah.
That makes sense. You got a controller.
Oh boy.
Elite.
Oh.
Yeah, I bet that flies weird.
Yeah, dude. I tried to do it. It was just.
Yeah, you tried for like 30 minutes and was like, this is fucking doo doo.
Yeah.
This is bad.
It was rough. But yeah, we've got some good things coming out from Ubisoft here. X Defiant, Skull and Bones is going to be releasing soon. This is going to be releasing this year. And then whatever these Assassin's Creed codename Red titles going to be, the free-to-play Division Resurgence and Rainbow Six Mobile, which is wild. They're making a Rainbow Six mobile game, but hey, I mean,
yeah, I don't know about that.
Yeah,
I don't know about that.
Abs.
Yeah.
iPhones?
Yeah. It's going to be
It'd
on
be
it all.
I think it'd be more like the iPads and stuff.
Yeah,
A
you got to use.
phone?
You
No
definitely have to use
shot.
an Apple
Yeah.
thing to play
Yeah,
that because
yeah.
it'll play like doo doo on an Android. You all know. Y'all know what I'm talking
Right.
about.
Yeah.
You tried.
Yeah, I
You
agree.
did the
I play some
Apple's just
PUBG on
better.
my phone.
Yeah.
Ain't worth it.
Mhm.
Uh,
Ow.
I'll do it.
Oh.
All right. I'm
Matter what I do.
I'm gonna go. I got the. What's it on there? I got it on there. Song. Nelly. That's it. I got.
Pimp juice. Yeah.
It's a great song though, right?
It is.
It was good. Yeah. Oh yeah. I listened to the whole. Yeah.
Well, I got other things in here. I've been.
Oh my god, dude.
I'm
gonna need.
You know what I'm talking about?
I'm gonna need me
If y'all
3
haven't
shots.
heard
Yeah.
Take your clothes off. If y'all haven't heard that,
This how we ballin'.
T-Pain's on.
Y'all gotta listen to that song.
Holy
Oh,
shit.
dude. This how
We're
we
doing it at the
ballin' is
end.
so fucking good.
We're watching the video.
Dude, I didn't like listen to it like 2
It's
days
so
straight.
good.
I'm about it. Let's go.
I got.
All right. So next up here, 9-year-old Batman Arkham Knight is beating Suicide Squad's Steam player count.
Oh.
So Rocksteady's Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League is struggling to attract much of a player base on Steam, as the game is currently being outdone by the studio's own Batman Arkham Knight, a game that's nearly 9 years old at this point. Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League has been fighting an uphill battle ever since it was announced to be a live service game, with many fans outright rejecting the concept. Suicide Squad game release date was pushed back following an incredibly negative initial reaction to its gameplay, with many fans expressing disappointment that Rocksteady was abandoning its single-player roots for a live service co-op shooter. Suicide Squad's launch has been slightly more positive, but the game still has proven to be incredibly divisive. Some Suicide Squad game reviews have praised its action and story, while others have knocked its repetitive missions and live service element. To its credit, Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League currently has a very positive overall rating on Steam, so the game clearly has its fans. The problem is that there are not enough people playing it, with 4,087 players in game right now, according to Steambase.io, while Rocksteady's 9-year-old Batman Arkham Knight has 4,391 players in game. It's possible that these numbers are off, but regardless, it's clear that Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League is having a serious problem with getting people to actually buy and play the game. The situation seems grim, but it doesn't mean that the game can't have some kind of comeback. Suicide Squad's positive user reviews indicate that there are those who do genuinely enjoy the game, and it's possible that word of mouth could convince more people to pick it up. Beyond that, it could be that Suicide Squad is enjoying a much higher player count on consoles instead of Steam, though at this point it's unclear exactly how well it's doing on PlayStation and Xbox. Suicide Squad's live service nature seems to have driven off many players, but it could also be what convinces people to return to it down the line. Suicide Squad has multiple seasons of content planned that will introduce new playable characters like the Joker and continue the story that started with the base game. This new content has a chance of bringing lapsed players back to the game, as well as bringing newcomers into the fold. Combine that with the price drop, or maybe bringing the game to a subscription service like PS Plus or Xbox Game Pass, and perhaps Suicide Squad can get a second win. Time will tell if Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League is able to bounce back from its rocky start, or if it ends up suffering the same fate as the Avengers live service game. So I've watched some people play the Suicide Squad game. This is Rocksteady. Rocksteady was the ones who did the Arkham games. This is supposed to be like their culmination. This is their swan song to their DC universe or whatever. It's weird that they're using the Suicide Squad and also them killing the Justice League, which apparently you do in the
it ain't
game.
going over well.
Yeah, as a way to like conclude their story, which I mean, all right.
It's like an offshoot storyline. I don't mind the story at all.
It's not going over well.
It has something to do with Brainiac taking over. He's the main bad guy or something like that.
Yeah,
And
well,
there have been things like this in comics before.
Sure.
Yeah. But what I mean, other than the fans being outraged that like you're actively killing the members of the Justice League and like, you know, doing all that stuff.
Yeah, you got a trash game you're putting out there.
They're not excited about a live service game, which I get. You're gonna drop what 70? Yeah. You're gonna drop $70 on this game, and it's gonna be
70.
Like, yeah, it's gonna be
$69.99, dude.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's gonna be
nobody's dropping that on this.
Right. So it's gonna be
if it drops to 30.
Yeah.
I mean, if I could get a discount, I might fuck with it, but
yeah.
70?
Yeah. And not only that, but like they're also planning DLC, which I assume is going
Probably
to be
$20.
Yeah, paid DLC for new characters and a couple of story missions.
The DLC?
I'm assuming.
I feel like if you buy the game, you get all that. Come on.
Yeah. So I mean, this probably would have went over better if it was a free to play with like a battle pass with microtransactions.
What the fuck is Rocksteady doing?
Why would you transition from making the greatest Batman games of all time into
just shit on people?
Well, into a live games service like this? That's a weird way. And not only that, but instead of
don't work.
Well, instead of you playing the characters that you want to play with, which is the Justice League, you're playing the Suicide Squad killing the Justice League.
You're playing the villains.
Yeah, so I get they're wanting to kind of think outside the box here and do something a little bit different, but this was not a great idea.
It's
At least I don't think it's trash. I just don't think it's a good idea.
It's trash.
I think if it was its own thing, like if it wasn't a continuation from the story itself, I think if it was just its own self game, I think it would be okay. Because I don't think it's a bad idea. I don't think it's a bad idea. Yeah, if it stood alone, I think it would have been better. Because like even Corey said himself, even in the comics, they've had like things like this. Like I don't think.
But they're always like what if stories. They're never
what if? Yeah, this could have been
what if going on with Marvel.
It could have been a what if type game, and I think it being like part of the story for one, and the fact that they're changing it from that to that is what hurts the game so bad. I don't think the actual idea of you getting to play the Suicide Squad to kill the Justice League is a bad idea. Because I mean that is definitely outside the box. I definitely think. If it was its own thing, it would be. But the fact that it's not, I guess I could see that. Like, because how they're going to go on the story from here? Reset?
Yeah.
Well, you know what I mean?
I think this
reset.
Well, I think that this is going to be the last game that Rocksteady makes with DC. So it's like I said, this was their swan song. It's like we're wrapping everything up here, and in our world, the Suicide Squad has to kill the Justice League because of Brainiac and all this other stuff's going on. So it's like, and then from leaks that are going around, it's like the ending of Suicide Squad was like,
I'll do it.
It doesn't.
It's that, right?
No. They're saying that they're going to bring some of the Justice League back in DLC, but it's going to take place after the ending of the game. So it's like, did you really kill them? So what even is it?
So what is the ending of the game?
It's a cop out. It's a fake out. It's a.
Does they really kill the Justice League?
No, we didn't kill them. They're coming back.
Or they're
the main villains.
Well, it's one of those things where it's like, and this is like comic book and all that stuff, but it's like Brainiac could have captured them, created like robotic versions or something of them.
That's
like
what he does.
There's a couple of ways they could have handled this, but it's like people are going into this like we're killing. Yeah, we're killing our favorite characters here. So what are we doing?
Yeah.
I like the idea of it, man. I always love reading the what ifs.
Too. I think that's cool. I like
that's
that.
not an issue
look, don't get me
shitty
wrong. I like
gameplay with it.
heroes.
If they would have made it more like an Arkham game where it was a single
Yeah.
player and you just
But
get
it's
to go
not.
through the
Oh,
story,
dude.
because I've seen some of the
That'd be awesome.
gameplay and some of the cutscenes, and I gotta say, there's some moments that I've seen in there that I think are really fucking
Yeah,
cool.
Arkham's
Yeah.
blast them. It's fucking up there.
Yeah. So live service game. It's the same thing that happened with Avengers. And
Yeah,
then
It
that's
is.
and then
Oh.
Square Enix,
which wasn't a terrible game, but it wasn't great either.
right. And that's the thing. They're trying to like the thing with Arkham and with the Batman games is you got so much content right out of the gate. You're able to drop in, spend 25, 30, 40,
They're
50
so good.
hours in this Batman world, and like you get what you pay for out of that.
Yeah.
This is
Absolutely.
more like jump on with some friends, continue to do a lot of these missions over and over again, build your character up, do all this. There's
Doo-doo.
Yeah, I'm not
Doo-doo.
about that. That part I'm not about. Again, it
Yeah.
was like Arkham, where
Doo-doo.
it's like a story, but you can play the characters. Like maybe like you can pick whoever
Sure.
you want, or maybe like certain missions require, you have to play certain characters. Oh my god, I hear you. But yeah, I don't know. I just like the idea.
I feel like that's my biggest
Again, I still like
issue
the idea.
with this game is that it is like they've said, it is a sequel to the Arkham games. It's about wrapping up a universe, and then they gave us that. If it's a sequel to Arkham games, just keep the same fucking formula, dude. It
Yeah.
works
Why
so
can't they
well.
do that? Why can't they do that?
I don't know. Well, and they started.
All you have to do is make different
That's where they
portions
went
of the
wrong.
Why
game
can't they do
where
that?
you just get to play different like members of the Suicide Squad for different missions.
Yep.
Boom.
Yep.
Yeah.
Why
And
can't they?
they started experimenting with something like this on Arkham. What was it? Arkham Knights or the last, where you play as
Yeah, it was a
Batgirl, Nightwing,
Yeah.
Robin. So, they had co-op.
diversity.
They had co-op and all that kind of stuff in that. So that's where they started kind of like expanding out their scope.
Transitioning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
that was it.
what the problem, this is the main problem that I see with this. People view like, all right, you look at games, and we just talked about them. You look at games like Valorant, Counter-Strike, Call of Duty. These studios are making billions of dollars on people that are
Billion.
playing live service games, that are buying cosmetics and all this kind of stuff. You can take a property like Justice League or Avengers and make a live service game out of it. You just got to approach it from the right angle. What people really want, what people really want is like the Spider-Man 2 experience, and that's what they're paying for.
They
That's
love
what they
Spider-Man.
want. So
They loved it.
I mean,
I'm gonna buy it.
Spider-Man 2.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
that's.
I
I get a discount. I got a thing. I got a coupon.
right.
$30. Man,
So I understand like they want to make something that they can make a ton more money off of, as opposed to like
Yeah,
a
that's
one and
what
done
they're doing.
purchase from their consumer base. But like, read the room, read the consumer base. Your consumers want this one and done purchase to enjoy the
Forever
story.
game.
Well, they want to enjoy the story that you're willing to tell, and you've proven yourself as being an incredible storyteller over the course of 3 Arkham
Yeah.
games plus.
Well, I gotta
Yeah.
spend fucking $500. Like,
Right. So it's weird. But I mean, Square pivoted with the Guardians of the Galaxy game, which I heard
they
was
did,
amazing.
That one.
So like compared to the Avengers game, everybody's
Yeah,
like,
it
this
was
is
better than that one.
yeah, this is what people wanted. And even though it's
How
Guardians
they
of the
fuck these
Galaxy,
games up? Like,
they're trying to make
they're-
they want to make the COD money.
But it's like these shit should be popping.
I know. But they want the COD money, and by trying to get the COD money, they're trying to make something that
Cosmetics,
players don't really
the-
want.
They're like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
So we'll buy this. And we'll
Yeah.
level you up.
So I don't know. if the price drops on it, all that stuff, maybe like this will definitely be a free game on Epic at some point that I'm gonna pick up and play. You know,
What game?
The Suicide Squad game.
Oh,
But I'm not spending
no.
$70.
You drop a 50. Oh, 70?
Yeah, and then when
Is
you
that
look,
the price?
yes, and then when
Holy
God.
shit.
yeah, and then when you look at
70?
the
Rent? You dropping rent on a game?
yeah, and when you look at
Wow.
it says that it takes 10 hours to beat the game. So are you going to drop $70 on something that takes 10
3
hours?
days?
Where I played the Arkham games, Arkham City, I played it for like 200 hours or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And they're like, 10 hours will get you, $70. That's like,
But they want people to come back. They want people to level their characters up, get their characters all this cool stuff, blah, blah, blah. Buy the cosmetic stuff, get the DLC when it comes out. It's just a weird
doo-doo.
It's a weird model for a game like Rocksteady to put out.
Rocksteady. That's where we're at.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
But hey, I mean, who knows? They could do something else. They've only
It's a company.
Rocksteady's only put out a handful of games. They put out Urban Chaos and then the Batman games.
The Arkham games?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Well, those are great games.
Yeah. So
I mean,
they've been around for 19
been had.
So it
19?
Yeah. So it makes sense why they want to get away from making DC games. I get it, but you should have went out on some. I mean,
higher note. Look,
you're telling a Batman story this whole time. Why are we not ending on a Batman story?
Yeah, where's your Batman game
or a Superman game? Something.
Oh,
could you imagine a Batman v Superman type game? Like, they could have done so much better than this, in my opinion. But Suicide Squad. Apparently.
Well, I mean, I don't know.
It's got a Metacritic score of 70.
70?
Yeah. Not bad, but it's not good. 10 hours, $70.
I mean, we're kind of 50-50 on it too, though. So
yeah. Just doesn't, I don't know. I want to be Batman. Like, I enjoyed those games. I just want to be Batman. No?
Yeah, I want to put the cape on.
Yeah, the cow.
I want to run around.
Yeah.
Act a fool.
Punch people.
I want the hood rat shit.
You can always put the cape on, Dirt.
I mean, I look at the cow. I'm like, what's up? I'm winning. Because Batman always fucking wins.
Yeah, I'm winning.
Always. He's Batman.
In every comic?
Yes.
Even the ones where he dies.
He still wins.
Heard it here first, folks.
He still wins.
All right.
That's Vader.
All right. All right.
Skull and Bones.
So, last up here. This is the meat and potatoes of the episode. Ubisoft CEO defends Skull and Bones $70 price tag, says it's a quote quadruple
It's really
A game.
60 for us. I don't know what that 70 is.
Yeah. So Skull and Bones cost $70 or your local equivalent, and that's a hefty price tag for something that bears the trappings of a live service game, including an in-game store, battle pass, seasonal events, and premium currency. But Ubisoft CEO Yves Guillemot, I guess is how you pronounce that, defends the cost in an investor's call today, saying the high price is warranted because it's a quadruple A game. Guilmont's statement came in response to a question from an analyst who suggested that the price point could presumably limit the size of the player base.
I'll do it.
You will see that Skull and Bones is a full-fledged game, Guilmont replied. It's a very big game, and we feel that people will really see how vast and complete that game is. So it's a really full triple A, quadruple A game.
They got a Baldur's Gate over here. Let's go.
That will deliver in the long run. Guilmont's response, it's a good game, is to be expected. What's interesting is the fact that Skull and Bones price tag has come into question in the first place. I've listened to a lot of investor calls over the years, and I don't recall ever hearing a specific pricing decision questioned like that. Discussions of industry-wide trends, like the rise of free-to-play model, or when Capcom president Haruhiro, I don't know, said in, I can't pronounce it.
Through with it.
Said in 2023 that game prices are too low, are common enough, but why are you charging so much for this one game is something else entirely. It's an implicit criticism. Publicly, Ubisoft has high hopes for Skull and Bones. It's one of two, quote, premium games Ubisoft is launching in its fourth quarter alongside Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown. And Guillemot said it has the potential to establish itself as a new live experience over the long term. We'll have a sense of how that's going to work soon enough. The pre-release open beta is live now, with Skull and Bones finally set to launch on February the 16th. Correction, the story was originally indicated Skull and Bones $60 price point. It's actually $70. So we've had the
really. It's 60.
So we've had the opportunity. Yeah. So we've had the opportunity to hop into the beta last couple of days and give Skull and Bones a go. Corey, what do you think?
It's a pretty solid game so far.
You're buying it. You're buying it.
$70 is a lot.
Well, it's 60. It's not in this country. It's still 60.
No, it's 70 on PlayStation.
Oh, shit.
$69.99.
Yeah, $69.
It's 60 on PC. That's wild.
It's a fun game. I liked the shit battle aspect. My biggest issue with it is that even like you have a character, you get to walk around and talk to people, but there's no like combat.
Yeah.
You even plunder.
They need to add like swords and
break up the
pistols.
muskets. It's wild.
Yeah, they need to add like swords and pistols and muskets and let you like have straight up fights outside of the boat as well. I think that would make this a top tier. We would play for a very long time together game.
We were out there anking.
Yeah.
I mean,
I was gonna say the boat system and everything is extremely fun.
It's good.
It's just like, let me be part of the plundering. Let me be part of the plunder. Let me take over the city with my crew. Like, let me run around and start,
I'm anking.
Let me be part of that. Let me fight some, Spaniards or the French or the British, whoever is running.
Whatever.
The country.
Who wants to fuck with it?
Yeah. Let me hold a flintlock. No, again, the game's great.
I love it.
Damn, dude. That's just, that is one huge thing that Corey mentioned.
What do you think, Dirt?
I love the game. I love it. We were out there. We were anking, waiting on the ghost ship. Like, I'm over here doing my own thing. Now, here's what I don't like. 3 people in the party. Like,
Yep.
That's my problem. We figured out a little paywall around it. You're like, I'll leave the thing. I'll come back. We're all here. Yeah, we're all here, but we ain't on the same mission.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
I'm done.
So I do have a lot of the same complaints here. To me, like, I understand what Ubisoft was kind of going for. They wanted to give what people perceive as a legitimate pirate experience, right? And that's selling the ships, blowing people out of the water.
I love the singing house.
All that kind of stuff.
Dude, the shanties. Oh my god, I love the shanties.
So
Yeah.
good.
Love the shanties.
But the main problem also shows you why games like Rust and Ark are very popular, because having the ability to get out and explore the entire world that you're in, being able to get out and collect resources yourself, being able to tame things and, you know, all this kind of stuff, that lends it to its own experience. I really do feel
The
that
problem.
Skull and Bones would have fared better, in my opinion, if you had any of these areas that you could dock at. You can get off of your ship at any time. You can explore the islands. You can walk around and
Fast
talk
travel.
to people. You can find caves. You can have legitimate PvP/PvE encounters whenever you're like, okay, we've got to go to
Yeah,
this.
you should be able to just fight people.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Let's go. Pirate.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
You're a pirate, man. Come on.
yeah. And another thing too is like, I get that you want everybody that is in the server to kind of like have their own ship and all this stuff.
Sure.
You should have the option to get
I want
on
to get on him.
other
I want
people's
board
ships.
your ship.
Yes. I should be able to sell the
And
ship,
just-
and you guys should be
I
able to
want to man the
control.
cannons.
Exactly. And one person with the spyglass. Like,
Yeah.
why can't we have that?
What are we doing?
type of- yeah. It's just, it's weird, man. And like I said, I understand what they're going for, because there is an elaborate like system of like, here's trade routes.
It's nice.
These specific, you know, merchants supply specific things, and you can destroy them or you can trade with them and all this stuff. And it kind of lends itself to creating its own in-game economy, but the players don't
Doing
have enough say so in the matter
They're lacking some shit.
to get out there and make an impactful thing. Like, my thing is if I plunder an area that supplies sugarcane, then the price of sugarcane
the
should go up in the rest of the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, there should be those type of ramifications that happen, but there's not. It's just on a timer. Whenever that timer ends, the store prices are going to refresh, and it's
Yeah,
going to be what it's
it
going to
does
be.
say that.
You don't have any impact on the world overall. You destroy these merchant ships, they come back 20 minutes later, it's fine, everything's fine. You plunder a settlement, you can't plunder it for 15 or 20 minutes until it refreshes, but you can continue to plunder it and get the loot off of it. It doesn't feel like it's a functioning world. It feels like
There's
it's
problems.
yeah, it feels like a game. And I know it is a game,
Yeah.
but like, if you're
Yeah.
going to create this like experience that is a quadruple A experience, I want me getting on there and doing pirate
Yeah.
stuff to affect everybody that's on the server. I
I'm
want to
trying
be a
fuck
problem.
up shit.
Yeah.
You know?
I want to be a problem to everybody. If I get on there and if I start causing stuff to happen, then the people that are playing on the
Where's the
server,
damage to new people? You just see people like coming in with names, and you're like, yeah, you can't do damage to them. What the fuck?
I think that those are the PvP spawns. Like the PvP
Well,
things that spawn.
Is that going to be a thing when the game drops?
Yeah, the experience
fuck
that we've
that.
got is what the game's going to be when it drops. So, I think overall it's a good idea, and I like the
love it.
direction that they've went with it. But it's like,
Mm-hmm.
I want to be
love
able
it.
to swing onto a ship and sword fight somebody.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
You know, I want to be able to pick a
Come
gun
on.
up, a musket, and fire a shot at somebody.
Yeah.
Like,
Fuck
Well,
that shit.
You're like in Ubisoft's already got us like running around, like
Oh.
moving around on certain outposts in certain areas, like
A
on
hook
foot.
brings you back.
Like,
It's-
why?
You're all over the place.
Yeah, like why is it that they don't have like little fighting engagements, or like you can't collect? I
Yeah.
just don't understand. Like they already have you doing everything on land too, but the combat. Like, where's that? Like that's all they're missing.
yeah. And I know that like
Love it, though.
they legitimately thought this out, because whenever you go to an area to harvest materials, there's like a little mini game that pops up. You know, you got the saw mini game, you
Yeah,
got
you
the
gotta fucking-
crowbar, all that kind of
You
stuff.
gotta Do the unlock. It's like
Yeah.
picking a lock.
Yeah. And it's like they thought about this to the point where they're like, well, we don't want people to go on the islands. We just want them to sell past the
Yeah.
islands. And if they need something off of it, if there's a
We
port,
just
they
want
can
to
dock.
interact with it.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like it doesn't feel like a fully interactive world because of that.
I don't like it.
Yes, I agree.
Sprouts.
Like, whenever we were like looking at the game and everything, it was like, so we can get into a game and we
Yeah.
can all get on a pirate ship
We
and we
finally
can
figured it out.
sail to an island and just pillage this island for everything.
Only
they have.
3, so we figured out a way to
Yeah.
play together.
Yeah.
And it was okay.
Yeah. But it does have a lot of it's cool where you can
It's
hop
fun.
into a server and you can it feels very
Shanties.
GTA, you know?
It does.
It
You-
does.
You hop into the server, you can
It's-
do your own thing, you
Yep.
can party up and do stuff, people call for help. You know, you've got these creatures that spawn in
I
at
like
random times. Like there's a lot of cool stuff happening here, but like your choices don't impact the world. So the world's going to continue to run whether you're there or not. And to me, that's like, okay, so I don't
What are you
feel
doing?
obligated.
You don't-
Yeah, I don't feel obligated to play it unless I want to progress the story. Which, hey, the story's great. I've been enjoying that aspect of it after you get through with the
Okay.
14 fetch quests that you got to do at
Yeah,
the beginning, you know?
Scoville over here.
Yeah. But overall, I've enjoyed the experience. Am I going to spend $70 on it though?
I think it's 60. That's
Yeah. Well, it's 60 on Epic. Yeah. 70 on PlayStation.
well.
But
It is high, and they
Yeah.
were like,
It
"It's a
is.
quadruple game."
Like I think I would pay $70 if they would add
I like
all
the game.
we are talking about. Like if they would add us like a combat system. Like when
If
I
we could
went
do
into
4
this
people.
game, well, that too.
Come on,
I
that would
agree.
be huge.
But when I came into this game thinking that this was a more better graphic up to date of Sea of Thieves,
It does look.
and
I love
it-
shit too.
and I don't like Sea of Thieves like character graphics.
Well,
like
I
I don't
mean-
like how I don't like the way they look. But like that's what I was going into, and that's kind of what I want.
Yeah.
And everything else in this game is amazing. Like I,
I love
love
it. The
everything in this
shanties,
game. I do,
the-
and I'm happy that we figured out a way that we could have all of us in
Yeah,
there,
all
so
play
we can all do
together.
the things. That was a really clever way to do it.
I'll do it.
Yeah.
But I definitely agree that I think if they're doing like again, you said like Grand Theft Auto, like make your own private server.
Yeah,
And then like have it
exactly.
where you can have like 9 players or like 9 friends, 10 friends, how many that you can max out in the server can all go in and do missions together. Like be an armada of pirates going up against this other group of, shit like ships that we fight. Like I don't know all the like factions or groups that they have in the actual game, but like they could totally
Love the
have
game.
like group battles or something like that. You know what I mean? That'd be some sick shit.
I
Yeah.
want to play the game.
Exactly.
I'm in on the game.
Yeah.
I want to buy it.
So, do you guys feel that them charging full price for something like this and then also offering purchasable cosmetics,
Well-
battle passes, all the season passes, all that stuff, do you feel like this game would fare better
Well-
if it was free to play?
That was in their message where they were like, "Look, it's a forever game. It's a loaded game. It's $60.
I
See,
don't think
70.
I don't
That's
think
where they're coming from.
$70 is the price.
70
tag for
is
this game.
crazy. That's
I don't like the game is super fun, is extremely good, but I don't agree with the $70 price tag. I don't.
well for us it's 60. So it's
sure.
like,
I don't agree with 60.
well, that's kind of what games go for.
And the only reason I
That's-
say that is because like it's true, but like games also go for free. So
oh,
and they be super good. You know what I mean? I'm not saying the game
they're
should be
trying
free,
to do that
but,
thing
like,
where they sell the
the-
game like Baldur's Gate. Like
the
it's not a
the
free
game is
You
not. Yeah.
sell a game like you make money
that-
for it, so it's better.
Well,
Because
Baldur's Gate
you make
has
money,
a
it's
like
better.
full.
Yeah, we can't even
Right.
compare it to that, but
Well,
but
I'm just saying,
still,
Baldur's Gate
there's
has a
still
full
like,
story where
look,
this one-
it's
It's like
you're
a.
right.
I would consider it more like a bounty board. Let's just say that. Like there's so many missions, there's so many things. Like even the main mission doesn't really feel like a story. Does
But
that
it
make
can't be
sense?
free to play.
Right. Well,
What's
No.
what they're at.
and if we're gonna compare it, if we're gonna compare apples to apples, the closest thing that I could compare it to, at least in my experiences, is Grand Theft Auto. And
I agree.
just
It does feel that
imagine,
way.
well, but just imagine for a second, you play Grand Theft Auto, you load into the game, you're inside of a car, you can't get out of the car, you can't do anything
Sure.
outside of the car. That's what Skull and Bones experience is like. In
His
GTA,
experience is like, yeah.
in GTA, you can get out, you can do heists, you can start wars with people, you can do the cop thing, you can do races, you can do like there's more things just in that baseline
you
version.
can win.
Yeah. So to me, it's like if we're going to compare those two things, you would definitely get more out of a $60 GTA 5 as opposed to a $70 Skull and Bones. You know,
Yes, absolutely.
I think they should have made it $30. They should
There
have
you
gave you
go.
the first battle pass that they dropped for free.
Yeah, and
to get
could,
you
like,
hooked.
buy the extra shit. Yeah.
I think 70 is way too much for this.
It's
way
wild.
too much. And again, like if the quests were more like storyline quests and I actually made like a story with it, but again, to me, I just feel like you're just doing quests. Like you just
I'm just
you just
trying
get
to
a
level
shit
up my
ton of
shit,
quests.
you know?
That's
Make my
all you're
shit
doing.
better.
Like, and don't get me wrong, it's fun. It is
is
fun. I'm not
fun.
gonna sit here. It's not
We
fun.
were out
but
there
like,
inking.
that's all you got
just
us for.
waiting.
It's like
Just
there's no again. I don't know. There's no stories.
fun.
I would love.
I want to play
if they're
the
gonna
game.
put. If you're gonna give me a $70 price tag, you better give me like a 12-hour campaign or like 8 to 12-hour campaign
But
story.
what's the campaign? Because
There's
we didn't get
not
none of
really.
that
Like
during
we're trying to
the.
become the kingpin. Is that what it is? We're
Huh,
trying to become the
yeah.
kingpin. Like, but
My dude don't
you
even
gotta build your
talk.
ship.
He never says anything. He's just like, yeah,
He's dancing,
it's happening.
pointing fingers.
Yeah.
Hey,
He
man,
never
at least we
says
got the
nothing.
shanties. I do love the shanties.
I
That is
love 'em.
probably
Love 'em.
my favorite thing in
That
the
is
game
the-
is
it's
how
the best.
well done the shanties are.
That's the best.
Yeah.
What do you think, Corey?
Trash. It's trash.
No, it's not trash.
You think it would fare better if it was a $30 price tag, Corey?
Probably. 70's just a lot, man.
That's especially
And I
this
know that.
economy.
Well, I mean, that's kind of what they're trying to transition to for all games.
Yeah, it is.
Which is it's meaning that I'm only going to be buying brand new games that are just absolutely like need to be played right then.
Yeah.
And those are few and far between for me.
Yeah. Well, and the idea of not only dropping $70 on a game, but then also having to do the battle pass experience that you have to pay for.
Which
And
is that a thing? Is that
That's
a thing in a
insane.
battle pass?
If
Yeah.
you have a battle
What?
pass, you have to be free to play.
yes.
It's
What
not
the
fair to
fuck?
charge someone $70 for a completed game
don't
and it
like
not be
that.
completed.
Oh shit.
It's bad enough that you hit us for $20 every time you drop downloadable content.
Yeah.
Nope.
I think that's if the game fails, that's going to be why the game fails there. And if they
Because
do,
of
Yep.
battle pass.
yeah. But the good thing for them though is they've already got the infrastructure set up. That way, if they do decide to transition to a
If
free to
it
play
loses,
game,
they can just be like, well, we got
they
it.
they
I
can
might
get,
just wait.
because it's not out of the realm of possibility. Anybody
No.
that pays $70 for it, they give them in-game currency for their purchase. They
Well,
can
they do
buy,
that all the time.
yeah,
But did you have fun playing that game?
for what
you
it
have fun.
was. Yeah.
You had fun. You were like, let me get rockets. You
Yeah.
had fun. That was great.
Yeah.
I want to
But-
play it more.
Right.
But I don't want to be fucked and bent over a fucking, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Right. And that's the biggest downfall. And they could make, you know, in GTA, you could do it where you could be like, I want to
Sure.
do multiplayer, but I want to be able to just invite the people that I want to play with.
Sure.
Now, if they introduce something like that in there, and you have
That'd
the
be
ability
different.
to track everything with
And you could
everybody,
do 4 people
Yes.
instead of 3.
and that's the problem with having games like this, where you've got one person who's the party leader, or the group leader, whatever,
Yeah.
and they have a specific set of missions that they're doing, and sometimes it tracks with everybody, sometimes it doesn't track with
It does
everybody.
not work all the time.
It's a situation that just doesn't feel good, and it's not fun because games aren't
It did
like
not work.
you can't set up quest lines like that on a
Yeah.
semi.
We all killed the fucking crocodile and we didn't
Crocodile.
get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can't set up a semi open world game, a semi MMOS type game where you've got some people can track with this, some people can't track with this, some people are ahead of people, some people are behind people. That doesn't, like, we've had this problem since Borderlands came out, where
Yeah,
people could drop in and out of your game, and they may be further along than you in the story, they may be further behind you in the story, and if they're behind you and they drop into your world, you're doing stuff that they haven't even gotten to yet. They don't know what's going on. It's a problem. That's the problem with it. They've got to figure out a better way to streamline all of this stuff so that people can drop in and out whenever they can and they want to, and have this like legitimate freeing experience. Because think about it. We all dropped $70 on the game. That means that if we want to do everything together, we have to wait until we're all online, we're all in the game before we do
I
anything.
want to buy the game. Like,
So
I kind of want to buy it, but it's a problem.
yeah, they need to come up with a better system, in my opinion. And they also need to realize that, like, hey, some people have more than 2 friends or more than 3 friends.
3.
Like,
That's
why are we? Yeah. But overall, I enjoyed the experience. If I had to rate
It was fun.
if I had to rate my experience right now, on a scale of
You
1 to
blew
10,
more cannons than anyone. You were out there
mean-
like, just I need more
Just
cannonballs.
I mean-
like,
just shooting us.
come on.
yeah, I
You
would
were
give
fucking people up.
yeah, I would give my current experience playing it a 6 out of 10. If they added
6?
if they added the ability for all of us to party up and all of us to track quests together, and
it'd be a 9.
if they allowed us to all get on one ship and be able to go onto the islands
I
and
like that
explore
too.
them, it would be a 10
One
out of
boat.
10.
Come on.
It would be a 10 out of 10 all day.
This
if they
game's
did
kind
that.
of fucking it up because you can't get on a boat together. It's stupid.
Yeah. What about you, Garbo? Out of 10, what are you ranking it?
I'm gonna sit at a 7 because I agree. I want more. I want to be able to when it gives you the option to plunder, and you go on land with your crew. Like I want to do that
With the
And then, like,
muskets,
especially
you're fucking out there
yeah,
fucking
and
them up.
swords.
Yeah.
Look, it would be even cooler because
Nice.
like
You're a
if
pirate.
it actually your friends or whatever, like if we're on Griffin's boat and Griffin decides to plunder, give me the option to land on land and be like one of his like leaders or something,
Yeah.
like running through it, like kind of like dude. I mean, dude, I'm
That
just
would be
saying,
fun.
like I already enjoy the like doing all the boat stuff and everything to a degree because again, like they do
Yeah.
have the little mini
All the
games
things
and
of-
stuff, like yeah, and like they do need to line up the bounty boards again. Like if you're doing a quest, whatever quest that y'all are done, if y'all completed that, it should just mark that off for all of you, not make it where, oh hey, you still have the quest because you as the player did
Love
not complete the quest. Like I want that done.
That
But again,
happens.
it would be like a 9 or a 10 if they just had those small little increment thing. Again, man, I
Yeah.
really thought coming into this was going to be a better version of Sea of Thieves, which it is, but it's not. Does that make sense?
Yeah, for sure.
This is
Yeah.
crossplay.
Yeah.
Crossplay
That's
is
the
huge.
difference.
Yeah. What about
Sea
you,
of
Dirt?
Thieves, not.
Out of 10, Dirt, where you landing on it?
I loved it. I was out there dropping ink. I loved it, man. The sea songs.
Mm-hmm.
That's
You know
still
what I'm
my
saying?
favorite.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
I loved it. I loved it so much. But this game's got some work. It's got some work. They got to do things. It ain't ready. I'm done.
What are you giving it out of 10 currently?
A 7 out of 10. A
All right.
7. Because it was great. It was fun. I loved it. I was right there. I'll be just driving around, picking up shit. And I'm like, I'll just be like picking up stuff. Like, oh, cool.
Rusty nail.
Yeah.
Driftwood. Yeah. You already know, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Driftwood, Rusty nail. I got I actually picked up 10 uncut diamonds. And I'm like, how'd I get that?
Yeah.
But I heard Corey talking about how it was hard to get, and I was like, I'm holding on to that. Like, you know?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I don't even know how I got it.
Mhm.
I loved it. It's fun.
What are you giving it out of 10, Corey?
That's a solid 6.
I think that they could make the necessary changes to bring it up for sure. They got to do one of the two things though. They either got to open it up to where you can go on land and party up with everybody and raid stuff,
More
or
people.
drop that price down a little bit. One of the two. So, but this has been episode number 8 of a 4Play Gaming podcast. If you want to contribute to the podcast, you can hit us up on Twitter at 4playpods, or you can shoot us an email, 4playpods@gmail.com. Or you can join the Discord. The link will be in the description down below. There is a 4Play hookup area. So if you want us to cover any topics, those are the way to reach us. But for this episode, I'm here with Co Reed.
I'm here with Dirt Lord.
I'm here with Garbo.
And I'm here with Griffin.
And thank you guys so much for listening. Thank you guys so much for watching. Keep gaming, guys. Later.
Disrespectful. I had no idea that was coming.
Mm.
I'm over here reading articles. I'm like, I got the T-Pain. Oh, yeah, I gotta watch this.
All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and call it there, but I will be live tomorrow morning with some Baldur's Gate action. Thanks for stopping by, Phoenix. And yes, $70. I don't think so. Absolutely. But yeah, y'all have a good one, guys. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Later.